we go. I knew something was going on. Alright. Hello everybody, and welcome to the second part of Fruits of the Literature Club. In the first part, we basically went through the introductions of the characters, basically what our MC basically is, I think. And now, in the second part, I've started Sayori's route, and then, I think we are officially into official mod territory. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get this shit started. Hello. Hey, Gabriel. So, if I'm not mistaken, we are officially starting the official mod. I think. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Each of the girls retrieve their poems. Sayori holds her poem to her chest happily. She turns to face me, her face beaming. I stand up and walk over to her, grabbing a nearby chair and scooting it close. Alright, Sayori, let me see what you have written down.
Yay! I'm glad I get to share my poem with you! I've been looking forward to it all day.
Don't get all excited. Ah, this is the Bottles poem.
Bottles. I pop up my shelf like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste! I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head.
I look up at Sayori and blink my eyes a few times. I missed the first part because of school, so I'm a bit lost. You didn't really miss much, actually. We know that MC has, like, a mysterious job, but most of it's been, vanilla dialogue. So, you didn't really miss much. This is a bit more symbolic and a little more solemn than your last one.
You think so? Monica's been giving all kinds of pointers for my poems.
Well, it seems to be paying off. Sayori's poem is kind of dark. I can practically sense the subtext hidden in it. But I keep those thoughts to myself. Nevertheless, I liked it.
Thank you so much, Diverse! That means a lot coming from you!
Sayori hops up and down ecstatically. Okay, everyone! So as you all know, the festival's coming up. And I wanted to kind of let you all know what I plan for each person to do. Each girl looks at Monica with a sense of confidence and determination. For almost a split second, I'm taken back to my old class. All of us in formation, listening to our leader's speech in an attempt to motivate. It makes me smile. Okay, so I want Sayori to prepare to assist one of us in each of our activities. You, of course, can pick who to help. Alright, I guess I'll help Sayori. Sayori looks extremely happy at my decision. Stream go... Wait, what happened? What happened? Is something happening? What's happening to my stream? You must tell me! Stream lag. Oh. That didn't do anything to me. But it got back. Okay. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoy working with her during the weekend. Yup. Girls start to pack up their things. Preparing to leave, I grab my bag and sling it over my shoulder. I walk up to Sayori. Alright, you ready to leave?
Only if you are!
Sayori seems much more giddy than normal. So maybe because I chose to help her this weekend instead of the other girls. Please, after you. Sayori and I begin our usual walk home. Sayori skips almost every step, glancing at me occasionally. I smile in secret when she does this. I really should be slapping her and enforcing her to keep her wits about. But she isn't like me. She's a normal girl. I'm not a normal boy. I let her enjoy herself.
I'm so excited that you chose to help me, Diverse!
Don't get too excited. I'm only choosing to help you because, well, from what I've seen so far, you need someone to kind of keep you on track. You're basically a fire hose with no one holding it.
It's like you know me so well, and we haven't even known each other long.
Yeah. Sayori looks at me and stops her skipping.
So, what do you think of the club?
Huh? Why do you ask that?
Well, you always kept your meaty face on.
My... what?
You know, your face!
Woman, my face is attached to my head. You need to elaborate if you're making a hypothetical.
Sorry. Sometimes you can look like you're really mad. Or that you aren't paying attention, like you're off in some magic world in your head.
Oh, I see. I don't offer an additional retort.
Are you gonna answer my question, silly?
I really don't know how to answer. I just joined, so I don't have an answer for you. There are definitely other things I could be doing right now. I may not like them, but I guess I could say that I don't despite my time in it. Sayori beams, almost as if brighter than the sun itself. We arrive at our normal departure point. We're here.
So, are you gonna come over and help me tomorrow?
No.
Ah! Why?
I have something I have to do. We can meet up Sunday.
Oh! Well, I guess that is okay.
Alright. Goodbye, Sayori. I turn away and walk home. 8 in the morning, September 4th. The sky is filled with a marginal amounts of clouds. It gives the morning a pleasant depth. I walk up the cement stairs of the station, ready to rendezvous with a contact of mine. Not many people are around here. I guess it makes sense since it's a Saturday. The normal business crowd is never active on the weekends. So the constantly streamlined flow of suits and interns have vanished. I was informed to meet my contact here at 9. And I try my best to meet my required deadlines. This is for my job, after all. As I climb the final step of the usually long staircase, I look around. Excuse me. Diverse! Diverse, over here! I hear a woman's voice call out to me from my southeast. That voice. Oh god, no. I turn to face the sound of the voice, and my fears are confirmed. Aw, look at you! You're even bigger than when You're even bigger than when I last saw you. What in God's name are you doing here, Julia? Before me is an older woman that I have known for quite a while. Isn't it obvious? Dear God, don't tell me I'm stuck with you. Hey, now that is a good way to hurt a girl's feelings. Girl, you're an entire decade older than I am. You maybe were a girl when I first met you, but... Her face contorts into an annoyed expression. I see that you haven't changed from your normal bratty self. I look up and down at Brody. For being 28, she still looks as if she is passable for someone who isn't even allowed to drink yet. Maybe one or two adjustments. I was just admiring your beauty, Julia. Gah? No, you aren't! How can you say that with that mocking grin of yours? Yeah, I guess you're right. Beauty isn't the right word. She holds up a hand to stop me from continuing. Just forget I even said that! I feel like the next word you were gonna say would be worse than the former. I shrug my shoulders. Let's get this over with already. Please. I sit down on a nearby bench. Julia sits down next to me. She's wearing a casual white t-shirt exposing a little more than her collarbone. Her brunette hair sways slightly in the breeze. Her jean shorts barely cover her upper thighs. How do they let you prance around dressed like that? What? Do you like what you see? You're on duty, right? Her face stiffens. Yes, but it's not like I could just meet you in my normal attire. We have to remain incognito. You could have just picked me up in your car. It's in the shop right now. You rear-ended someone again, didn't you? She starts to sweat slightly. None of your business! I raise my eyebrows. Was it the... Shut up! God, how did you ever become so stubborn? You're serious, right? You weren't this stubborn and rude when we brought you home. She crosses her arms. That a fact? Well, you didn't even open your mouth back then. It was probably better, too. If you say so. Anyway, what exactly did they give me to you? Well, I heard about the little incident where you told your prior chief off. And that he requested a reassignment for you. And because of your nature, they saw you as the only person who could control me. I wouldn't even say control. You haven't been speaking for more than 5 minutes and you already insulted me to hell. And why do you think that is, Julia? Because you're a dick. I wrap my arm around her, smirking slightly. Hey! Her face starts to redden. What are you up to? What? Is it wrong for me to show you some TLC every once in a while? The imagine of getting any type of TLC from you is utterly terrifying in my mind. She shudders in her seat. I pat her on the shoulder opposite of me and remove my hand. Jeez, why do you do this to me? It's fun. You're a sadist. Well, I expected the word bastard from you, but that works. Still no respect for your father, huh? I hate the man. You know I will never respect him. I know. It's because of him that I raise my hand out in front of her, signaling her to stop. Right. Sorry, Diverse. It's fine. Anyway, I need your phone. Here. Reaching into the breast pocket of my white dress shirt, I retrieve a black folded cell phone. I place it into Julia's outstretched hand. Thank you. She smiles as she opens the phone and begins to look through it. So you're keeping your commission phone for only our contact, right? Correct. And you still have a normal civilian phone? Correct. Good. Remember to keep the two entirely separate. If we ever need to call you, it won't be from your GP phone. GP in my field stands for General Purpose for the General Populace. Julia, I'm already aware of this. Why must you give me the same exact lecture that the other chiefs have given me? Because it's procedure. What are you snickering about over there? You? Following procedure? Julia, please don't make me laugh. Listen, when I was promised a division chief, I made sure to hold myself to better standards than before. So, no more nights where you just pop back home at 3 a.m. drunk off your ass? Guh? Listen, okay, I was younger then. Also, you know as well as I that don't you dare say her name. Huh? Julia looks over at me, puzzled. I stare back into her eyes. I said, do not say her name. Something lit up in her eyes that I never saw before. Even in the heat of the intense operation, she still took a second to reevaluate everything. You two didn't have to take me. Why not? You were going to die there if we didn't. I don't care. Sensing my growing hostility, Julia discontinues the topic. She hands the black cell phone back to me. My desk and cell are both in there. Call me only when needed. Same with you. I'm trying to live a normal life here. I don't need regular calls to the office. It's really admirable of you to strive for a normal life. I'll try to make sure you do just that. She smiles warmly at me. Her sparkling blue eyes somewhat give me a glimpse of sincerity. But I know Julia is only saying what I want to hear. She isn't bound to my wishes, but to whatever she is asked to do by the higher-ups. Nevertheless, it was good to see her again. A friendly face is appealing every once in a while. I'm gonna get going now, Julia. I'll call you in a few hours. I want you to be ready. Right. After a moment of calming silence, I begin to take my leave. Alright, Ow! I smacked the upper middle of Julia's back. What the hell was that for? Ugh, The black straps of her bra that traversed the incline of her shoulders loosened significantly. My bra! I stand up, start to walk away. God damn it, Diverse! You shouldn't have taught me to do that. I wave my right hand in a mock salute and as a gesture of farewell. Ugh! I start down the stairs, reveling in the sound of Julia's upset huffs and puffs. When I was younger, she had taught me how to very easily undo a girl's bra through her shirt. I simply masked my action by slapping her on the back. I chuckle quietly to myself. Almost midnight. The sidewalk, which seemed to stretch for miles, finally begins to end at my neighborhood. After all of today's training and use, I'm beat. I lean against the fence that borders my house, closing my eyes. It honestly sure does feel nice to relax for a moment. But that doesn't last since I hear footsteps approaching me at a rapid pace. I tighten my grip on the fence and prepare to be rushed. I assume my normal combat position when facing an enemy within close quarters. Diverse, are you okay? What the? Sayori? The hell are you doing out here so late?
Well, I was... Never mind that. I saw you lean onto your fence like you were hurt.
I stand up straight, assuring Sayori I'm fine. I put my arms out to prove functionality. I'm fine. Why were you worried?
Of course I was! You were gone all day, and then when I look out my window, I see you hunched up against your fence like you were hurt. It's enough to scare a girl, you know?
I guess so. I place my hand on Sayori's shoulder. Go home.
Why don't you come over for a little bit?
No. I'm gonna get something to eat and go to sleep. As I said, we can meet up tomorrow.
All right. Good night, Diverse.
Sayori walks back to her home. I don't know what I did. Let me do that again. Sayori walks back to her home. I walk into my room after grabbing some food and quickly chowing it down. I sit down at the foot of my bed. Look out of my bedroom window and into the neighborhood. It's really quiet. Excuse me. It's really quiet and serene. Like it's one of those atmospheres where you can let your guard down and just relax. Unfortunately, that is never the case for me. Feeling my eyelids grow heavier by the second, I retire for the night. Sayori's house.
Yeah, he should be here any minute now.
What time did you two agree on?
Well, this morning he texted me that he would come out by noon.
Oh, hold on, what?
Well, this morning he texted me that he would come by at noon.
There we go. Oh, well, since you were in charge of flyers and attracting new people to the club, what do you two have in mind? What did you two have in mind to work on?
I want us to make the flyers look cute and nifty.
Are you sure that Diverse is able to do that?
What do you mean, Monica?
Diverse doesn't look like the person who's able to dish out cute.
You're probably right. I could think of something.
Alright, well, Sayori hears her front door being knocked on.
Oh, I think he's here.
Sayori answers the phone call she was having with Monica and charges downstairs excitedly. I knock on Sayori's front door as soon as my watch alerts me to the changing of the hour. I can hear bumping and rumbling from inside as I assume she races for her door. What? Why is it lagging? I literally closed every single application on my background. Oh no, this is gonna be a recurring problem, isn't it? God damn it. Okay, well, I tried what I could. Alright, just wait for it. It'll be... There we go. I can hear bumping and rumbling from inside as I assume she races for her door.
Yay, Diverse, you're here!
On time, as I promised.
Come on in!
Siri invites me into her home, and I take a couple of seconds to make a note of where everything is. You can learn a lot about a person by their living situation. And Siri's surprisingly clean. I expected to see trash scattered everywhere and a bunch of dishes lying around. Siri shows me around her house and ends in her bedroom.
Ta-da! And that is the tour!
Siri twirls her arms around as she spins. My prior conversations were probably defunct at this point. Her room isn't that messy, but still nonetheless. Clothes are scattered about quite abundantly. I don't think a tour was necessary at all, Sayori. Anyway, what did you have planned for us to do?
Well, since I'm making the flyers and using them to help bring in members, I was thinking we could work on that.
And how do you suppose we do that?
It's easy. We make them.
I don't think you're getting at what I mean, woman. How are we going to make them? Do you have any of the necessary supplies and equipment to meet our goal today?
Oh! I completely forgot.
Of course you did. I run my hand through my hair and attempt to brainstorm. Do you have a laptop?
Yeah, I do. Why do you ask?
Easy. Bring it here. Siri leaves the bedroom in a hurry. I lean against her wardrobe and wait patiently. Siri returns holding a small silver laptop. I sit down on the floor as a response.
Aren't you gonna sit on the bed?
Well, I would accept the invitation, but you seem to have your panties all over it. I look back to several pairs of undergarments that Siri is shamelessly lying around. All differing pastel colors. Oh my... Okay. No. Alright, just wait for it. Okay.
I knew I should have put those away!
Sayori wails while shaking her arms around. She sets the laptop down next to me and begins to hastily pick up her scattered clothes. I open up a simple presentation editor program on her laptop and begin formulating a descent side for the flyers. Once Sayori's finished with their embarrassing cleaning spree, she sits down next to me on the floor.
What you doing?
Since you don't have the necessary materials to construct flyers here, we can easily chart them on your laptop and print them as school.
Oh, that's a great idea, Diverse! You're so smart.
I wouldn't consider it smart, just knowing how to prepare and adapt to the lack thereof. So, since you sound like you already have in mind a basic layout, explain them to me.
I was thinking we could have the flyers be all sorts of different colors. Bright colors.
Why bright colors?
Why not?
There's a reason for everything, Sayori. But since you're so cheerful and elated all the time, I assume that is why you enjoy bright colors. Because they convey a happier presentation and tone.
Yeah! Well, how'd you know all that?
You're easy to read. I point to the laptop screen. What else?
Well, we should probably say where the literature club is, so we can put the room number down.
We should probably also explain what the literature club is. Simply just saying literature club doesn't cut it. We're still going to need context.
Oh, we could put that too.
As I type away and structure the flyer, Sayori occasionally switches her wording and ideas. Which is fine, albeit I find it extremely annoying. I won't call her on it. I'm not the one to call the shots here. I am the assistant, not the leader. She inches closer and closer to me while we immerse ourselves into this project. I notice, of course, but I don't say anything.
Oh, what if we put a picture of a pen right here?
Siri reaches over my lap, Siri reaches over my lap and points at one of the corners of the flyer design. You think that would make a good design?
Of course!
I reach one of my hands up and stroke my chin for a few seconds, pondering. Alright, we can do that, but it should be proportionate to the text we input so it doesn't look out of place.
Okay. Can I type the words?
I don't see why not. I release my hands from the laptop and prepare for her to grab it. But she doesn't grab it, she simply rotates it on my lap to face her. Then she leans over to get a better view of it and starts to type away while the laptop sits in my possession. Does this girl understand what she's doing? Sayori.
Yeah?
Do you know what you're doing?
Of course, silly! I'm typing what we should say on the flyers!
She turns her head to make eye contact with me. Is she really this dense? Or is this one of her subtle ways of hitting on me? She returns her gaze to the laptop and continues working, softly and quietly humming to herself. At this point, I just let her have her fun. I lean my head back against her wardrobe and watch her work. Eventually, we switch off, and I am the one working again. As we continue working, Sayori, who is at this point touching my body, leans her head on my shoulder and watches me work. I stop trying for a moment and cock my head to the side.
Am I bothering you?
Not at all. Kind of surprised me, to be honest. Did you get sleep last night?
No.
Why?
I had a lot on my mind. So I guess I'm just really sleepy right now.
I returned to working on the flyer, but it wasn't long before Sayori's breathing slowed to a rhythmic pace. Did she? She did. The woman fell asleep on me. Idiot. She and I only just met a little bit ago. She certainly has placed quite a lot of trust in me. Letting me into her home, into her room, and being so close to me to the point where she becomes completely vulnerable. Especially someone like me. I'm not a good person. There's no way I could be. Even if she tried to teach me otherwise. Well, hey J Money, welcome to the stream. I stopped typing. I can practically hear your words now. When someone has placed trust in you, it is important not to break it. Trust is an extremely valuable thing. It bonds two people for life. I remember callously looking up into her eyes while she lectured me on that. Each smile you gave to me, I returned only by rolling my eyes and ignoring it. That, my attitude towards you, makes me bitter. You were the only person who could actually sit down with me and put effort towards me. Everyone else just shoved me to the side and ignored me. It was too much of a hassle for them. But not to you. Your picturesque smile still pierces me to the very core. I feel something small begin to run down my cheek. I quickly remove it and return my attention to Sayori. I guess it isn't so bad if I just let her rest for a while. After a few more hours of me constantly revising the flyer and making sure it's formatted correctly for printing, I'm finally finished. Syria hasn't moved since she originally dozed off on my shoulder. Every so often, I would find myself looking across the room at her mirror, which showed both of us sitting on the floor working together. It wasn't a terrible sight. But since it is starting to get into the evening, I must return home. I save the project, close the laptop, and slide it off to the side. I gently wrap one of my arms under Sayori's back, and the other around the concave of her knees. Did I say that right? I did. Then, I raise both of us up and lie her down under her bed. As a result of this, she rolls over and continues her rest. It makes me smile at this sight. I arrive home. After making myself something to eat, I go up to my room and lie down on my bed. I check my watch and decide that I can read for a few hours before going to sleep. Propping my back against the wall, near my window, I open a book and read until the night overcomes me. A few hours later, the night has swallowed the world, and I feel myself getting tired. I look out my window and towards Sayori's house, which is still dark. Guess it's to be expected of that girl. It is Yandere Gaming's birthday. It was yesterday, actually. It's the day of the festival. It's time to get up and get to school. I perform my normal I perform my normal morning routine, taking a shower, brushing my teeth, getting dressed properly, and departing at an early time. As I start down the sidewalk, I hear a voice calling out to me. Diverse! I turn back and notice Sayori sprinting to catch up to me. Good morning, Sayori.
Hi, Diverse! Are you excited for today?
Not really.
Why not?
Because I have to read a damn poem in front of people.
You'll enjoy it!
Sayori, you evidently don't know me then.
Did you even write a poem?
Yes, I did. Dang, nice Sayori voice. Thank you. Yes, I did.
Good! Trust me, Diverse, you'll do great!
Excuse me if I didn't express an ecstatic attitude.
I'm a little nervous too, you know? But I knew as long as you and my friends are there, I can do it with all my heart.
I ruffle Sayori's hair. Got another hello clip. Thanks, Gabriel! You're an inspiration at times, Sayori. The bell rings, signaling the end of first period. School decided that first period remains normally until the festival starts. So now I guess I have to ready myself to go help the literature club. I enter the literature club room and notice each of the girls around setting up their own things. Sari is gathering her flyers. Yuri's setting up candles and aromatherapy diffusers. Natsuki inspects the cupcakes she brought from home. Monika scribbles on a piece of paper at the front of the club room. Alright, girls, who's ready for today? I shout out.
I'm super ready!
As ready as I can be. Definitely, duh! I'm very excited for today, Diverse! Good. Because I am as well. Each of the girls tell me their plans and projects for the day. And needless to say, I am kind of excited as well. The desks of the club room are neatly aligned to fit Monika's specifications. Sayori has completed neat-looking flyers for the attraction of other students to the club. Natsuki has made some sweet-smelling cupcakes. Yuri brought a banner, several candles, and diffusers with her to help her part of the project. Each of these girls all determined for one goal, to get others to join the literature club. They are all unique and treasured in their own way. They're not bad girls either. I guess I am getting used to them. Excuse me. Sayori, when would you like to get started handing out the blah 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 blah? Sayori, when would you like to get started handing out those flyers?
Oh! Can we do it now? I'm so excited!
Sure. You did print out the flyers here at school, right?
Yep.
Alright, let's get going. Sayori and I tell the other girls we're departing. I task Sayori with handing out flyers inside of the school. I'm taking them outside. It's easier to distribute resources like that. Sayori was a little upset when I suggested this.
But I want to stay with you!
It'd be easiest for us to get the word around the school of the club that way.
Fine.
I approached several students and informed them about the club, handing them a flyer. Alright, J-Money, take it easy. I'll tell them happy birthday for you. Some of my other classmates looked at me like I was a ghost when I approached them. You're actually in a club? Yeah, it is a pretty decent one. You should come by. Maybe. I continue the charade of putting on fake smiles, pretending I care about people, their opinions, and my own integrity against their rejections. I wonder how Sayori's doing.
Hi! you check out my club? It would be great if you did.
Sure, Sayori. Anything for you. Yeah, of course. I never knew you were in a club. You bet I'll check this out. Would you mind checking out the club I'm in? No thanks. A literature club? Oh, no. No. At least I am almost out of flyers. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's been in production for a long time now. At least I'm almost out of flyers. I've spoken to a large number of students as well. Oh, God. The least I can do is hope some of my efforts pay off. Alright, let me wait a little bit. Okay, everyone. Sarah's on her way back with guests. Okay. We can do this! Correct, we can. Everyone, let's take a seat at our desks. At 5 desks, move separately to the front of the club room. Each of the girls sit down. I take a seat next to Monica. We gingerly await for students to enter the door.
Alright, everyone, here we are!
Suri walks in with a large number of other students accompanying her. They disperse around the room, looking at Yuri's decorations. Some move over to Natsuki's cupcakes and admire them. Monica gets up and begins to greet everyone. Natsuki, Yuri, and I remain seated. Sierra walks over to me and beams.
Look at how many people I got!
Great job, Sayori. I'm proud of you. I ruffle her hair.
I'm so glad you came!
I hear Sayori squeal with joy. Huh? I wouldn't have missed it for the world, sweetheart. I hear a guy's voice coo at Sayori. Hi. Hey, Leonardo. Welcome to the stream.
Diverse! Meet my friend Kagan. He was interested in joining the club.
Nice to meet... Gah? It's you. It's you.
You two know each other?
Never removing my gaze from him, I respond. We've met once before. Yes, we have. What are you doing in here? I'm a member of the literature club. What are you doing here? I'm here because Sayori asked me to check out the club. How very interesting.
Is there something wrong here?
I don't respond. He doesn't either. No. Nothing at all, Sayori. With that said, how about you let me give your friend here the tour? That won't be necessary. His voice whimpers. No, I insist. He's your friend, Sayori. He can be mine, too. Sayori smiles widely. The boy begins to sweat profusely. No, it's fine. I'll stay with Sayori. Alright then. Enjoy your time here. Alright, let me just wait a little bit. I place one hand on his shoulder and gently squeeze. Sure. Both of them walk past me and into the club room. So he's a student here. Good to know. Suri said his name was Kagan. Or Keegan. I say Kagan. Huh. I'll be sure to remember that. He also seems awfully sweet to Sayori, which pretty much confirms that he has an interest in her. Why else would he be a pervert and spy on her while she changes her clothes? Well, I gave him a fair warning. For now, however, I'll leave him be. I look back and watch both of them closely. Going next to the door, I lean back on the wall and help Monica greet the newcomers. Okay, everyone. I want to thank you all for coming and being a part of our club for a short while. We've enjoyed having you here, and I really hope you join. We have a little presentation for all of you that each of our members worked really hard on. We are going to be reading some poems we made out loud to all of you. I will go first. Standing before everyone, she stiffens her posture and takes a sigh of preparation. As Monica orates her poem, she captivates the entire audience almost immediately. The tone in which she speaks is very immersive. The wording of her poem is formal and dignified, and the delivery is immaculate. Monica really did try hard on this poem. Thank you all for listening! The room starts to clap. Hi, everyone! I'm gonna read you all my poem now. I hope you like it! Sari begins to present. Her cheerful tone fades slightly, and a more serious one takes hold. Her poem is still her normal style, silly and simple, but her delivery made it much more impactful. When she finishes, I'm honestly astonished. Thank you all! Yuri begins to present her poem, but as she prepares, her face is beaded with sweat and remorse. I can tell she's hating this. Only add on top of that. After finishing, Yuri's confidence dissipates. Thank you for listening. Natsuki reluctantly gets up. The lag is real. Does it affect my, voice? I'm sorry if it does. Alright, oh my crap. Hold on. Natsuki reluctantly gets up. So, I have to read you a poem. But it is good, so listen up. Natsuki starts, not leaving any hesitation. Her voice is courageous and proud. It complements the simplicity of her poem perfectly. She smiles while she orates her poem, showing she is having fun. I knew it. Everyone has that initial fear of public speaking. I even have it at times. Especially now, since I'm next to present. But I've spoken in front of a formal company before. I consider myself vested in the skill. Once Natsuki's done, she smirks and looks at me. Thank you guys for listening. Monica turns to face me. I reach into my pocket and pull out my slip of paper. I take my position in the center of the room. Alright, I guess I'm the last to present to you all. Oh, this is quiet. There we go. Everyone's eyes stare at me. A. Always unpredictable. S. Sincerity never ending. H. Helpful and hindering. L. Laughable to no bounds. Or laudable to no bounds. E. Extremely unpredictable. Y. You picked me up instead of letting me down. You may be gone, but your image will never fade from the abyss of my mind. I look up from my paper. The entire room is completely silent. I get what he did there. He spelled out Ashley, which is MC's deceased girlfriend, if I'm not mistaken, at this point. I have a feeling. Alright, now that that's over with, I should probably see if I could try and get back to the main menu and turn down the music again. Because... okay, there we go. Perfect. The entire room is completely silent. Each of the girls stare back at me, dumbfounded. All of a sudden, everyone starts clapping. That was so good! Amazing! You're not that bad at all. The way you presented it is what made it. I didn't think it was all that good. But thank you all for letting me be the final figure to present before you. Each of the students in the room all begin to converse with each other and start moving about. Natsuki's cupcakes disappear quickly. The environment of the room is happy and relaxed thanks to Yuri's enhancements. And with Monika and Sayori talking to everyone, I get a really good feeling about everything. That is, until he walks up to me. So your name is Diverse? And yours is Kagan. That's Russian, correct? How do you know? It's just a little common knowledge I have picked up. On a more important note, why are you here? Huh, I could ask you the same question. I don't think that would merit a response from me, considering what you were doing that night. I was having my fun too until you showed up. I gently take a step closer to him. Do you remember what I told you? I don't believe I did. What was it you said? Allow me to refresh you. If I ever see you near Sayori's house again, I'm not going to hesitate to hurt you more than I did that night. Oh crap. It's lagging again. Do you understand me? You have a lot of nerve saying that. I place a hand on his shoulder and tighten my grip. Do I? I think it's you who have the nerve coming here. So you're gonna threaten me if I don't? Are you willing to take that chance? Your eyes. It's like you're hollow inside. That's a great joke, Kagan. I raise my voice loud enough for the other girls to hear. It sucks that you have to go so soon. I do hope I see you again, my friend. He begins to depart from the door, but stops before completely leaving. Sayori, I certainly hope we can hang out together alone soon.
Oh, certainly! You have a good day, Kagan!
That son of a bitch! Diverse! That poem was amazing! Was it? It was about your mom, wasn't it? I never knew my mother. But there was someone who practically was my mother at one point. Was that who this person was? Was that who this poem was about? I guess you could say that. Well, that was a great poem. I know it isn't easy to share as a new member, especially in a venue like this. But you did superbly. Thank you, Monika. On another note, a more serious one. That boy you were talking to. Do you know him? Should I tell Monika about what happened? Of course we can. Okay. So that is what happened. That's horrible. How did he do that to her? He seems to be very eccentric. Definitely when it comes to his interest in Sayori earlier. Monika closes her eyes and rubs her brow, clearly assessing the situation. What do we do, Diverse? Honestly, Monika, we can't do anything. What? What do you mean by that? I mean exactly that. It isn't cryptic. Right now, if we try to intervene, it could get Sayori hurt or in trouble. Or she would end up getting mad at us. Or Or even more scared than she was that night after it happened. Exactly. She was terrified until I talked to her. That's right. You did talk to her and cleared her fears right up. You're such a good person. I guess I'll have to actually be a hidden guard for her and for a while. Expect my help. I can't let you do all this on your own. You don't have to, Monica. I'm perfectly capable of doing it on my own. I can see why Sayori has taken a liking to you. What? I'll see you back in the room. Woman, wait! Ugh. And so our part of the festival has come to a conclusion. Each of us take a fair share of the cleanup workload and get it done in about 5 minutes. With all that completed, the girls begin to say what their personal plans for the rest of the festival are. I'm curious to find out more about Kagan, but I decide to pin it for now. Sayori expressed to me that she wanted me to accompany her around the festival. Sayori is a girl that I wouldn't really ever deem competitive. But all of that is just... excuse me. But all of that has just changed. At this point, our blue-eyed monster is now throwing softballs as hard as she can at a booth. I've taken refuge behind a nearby sign. Hiya! Sayori, be careful!
No! I want to win the teddy bear!
Just be careful, then.
Hiya!
Sayori hucks another softball towards the target. And misses poorly.
I only have 1 ball left!
Let me try, Sayori. I was gonna say, throw it for her. But in the meantime, before you do that, I gotta wait for the lag to blow over. God damn it. What? There is no possible way that this should be lagging right now. I literally closed every single application with Task Manager on. And my computer is running at like 3%. Why is... I really do need to get a new PC soon. Let me try, Sayori.
Huh? Do you think you can do it?
Yes. Sayori hands me her final softball. She's tried 3 times so far to win a stupid teddy bear. And all 3 times she has failed miserably. I look at the target and place myself into my normal position for targeting. I take my breath and throw. Ding! Well, young man, you actually hit it.
What? Diverse, you did it!
Sayori enthusiastically wraps her arms around me. The man operating the booth hands Sayori a little teddy bear with her blue eyes.
I'm so happy!
Your friend here is amazing.
Right?
A few of Sayori's friends decided to join us as we were exploring the festival. Strangely enough, after they joined up, Sayori clung to me. I considered shoving her off my arm and questioning her immediately, but I refrained myself.
It's getting late, Diverse!
I look up and notice the sunset in the distance. Yeah, you ready to go home?
A little.
Good. You can even sleep with the teddy bear I won for you.
You're right.
Sayori looks into my eyes and blushes. Her friends start to giggle quietly. Oh, whoa! Yep, okay, here we go again. Let me just, wait for this to all blow over again. It's never... Okay. Excuse me. Sayori and I walk home after separating with her friends. While on her walk home, Sayori doesn't ease up on her clinginess. She's been close to my right arm the entire time. I'm not objecting to it, but it does seem odd. Her smile does not seem to fade in any capacity either. Nope, I'm not tired. I feel at ease for once. After Kagan causing what he did earlier, I kind of found myself more attracted to Sayori. It's weird.
Diverse, that poem you read earlier,
What about it?
it was about your like mom person, right?
Just call her my guardian. And yes, it was about her.
It was really sweet.
Call it what you want.
What happened to your guardian?
She's dead.
Oh. I'm sorry for bringing it up.
Don't worry about it, Sayori. It's in the past now. I wish I could run from the past. I take a few deep breaths and continue walking Sayori home.
So, Ashley was her name?
Yes.
Tell me about her.
You're so goddamn needy. Fine. She was interesting. She was a very sweet woman one second and a total bitch the next. She taught me, or tried to at least, everything she knew. If I disobeyed or showed insubordinance, I got corrected.
Corrected?
She showed me that I needed to be able to open up to my mistakes. I need to face them head on without regrets. But also that mistakes at times are not an option. People can get hurt by a simple malfeasance of... Malfeasance? People can get hurt by a simple malfeasance of tongue.
She sounds really stern.
That she was. But she ended up breaking me. And I became a better man because of it.
Well, that's great.
If you want to call it that. Sierra and I reach our neighborhood as the sun fully sets. You can get some rest now, okay?
Thank you, Diverse. Thank you so much for making today a great day.
Siri gives me another hug before I can respond and trots off home. Did I really make this day special for her? As I walk away, I feel a smile work itself onto my face. And 1 in the afternoon.
Go, Diverse!
You can do it, Diverse! Don't fail us! Wow, he really is fast.
Right? It's like he's done this before.
It's actually kind of amazing. Goal for the home team!
It's already been a month and Diverse has seemed to have made himself known.
I was surprised when he said the varsity soccer team wanted him to fill in for someone. He isn't even on their roster. Well, Monica, our school's soccer team is one of the best in the country. It really makes sense that they need the very best people for it. 2 to my left, 1 on my right, and 1 trailing me. I need to get this to the goal. Diverse, watch out! I see him! An opposing team member runs in front of me. Haha! You think you're getting past me? Do you think you're much of a blockade? Huh? I kick the soccer ball through the gap of his legs. What? I run up to him and grab his shoulders. Forcing them down enough, I jump off the ground, making sure my back touches his in a front flip motion. Wait, what are you? Getting past you. I roll off his back and onto the field as he falls over. What the hell? Diverse, good shit! And now, for the goal! Nearing the goal, I fake to my left and volley to my right. The opposing team's goalie stumbles and I go for it. I kick the ball, and it lands inside of the goal once again. Another goal for the home team! Several boys from my team run up to me. Did you see that? He basically just flipped that guy using his own weight. Then, while the guy was falling, he used the momentum from the charge and rolled right over him. That's... wow.
I told you, Diverse is amazing!
You're not kidding. If he keeps this up, we could win this.
Well, we will win this. I mean, Diverse has to show off his new girlfriend anyway. We aren't dating. You two have been spending an awful lot of time around each other since the festival. Well, yeah. Knew it! Have you not told him that you have feelings for him? No, I'm afraid of the answer.
Sayori, sweetheart, you can't let that stop you. Even if your feelings aren't returned, you still need an answer. Sayori intently watches the field, her mind a flurry of emotions and thoughts. Diverse, that was awesome! Keep it up and we can win this! These bastards are going down! That's the spirit! I quickly run over to the small table set up for the players and grab a drink of water. The bleachers are filled almost completely with spectators that range from students and parents to school faculty. I never expected the captain of this varsity soccer team to ask me to be a stand-in for a sick player. He and I share the same PE class, and that day it happened to be dodgeball. We went at it for 10 minutes, straight hurling projectiles at each other. It went so far that even the teacher for PE started to watch. Ready to get back in? Yup. I return to the field and take my place near our goal. I'm a vanguard for the goalie. It's lagging. Again, hold on. I'm gonna wait a little bit. There we go. I'm a vanguard for the goalie. The last round I was an attacker. It's good to mix up strategies every so often. It keeps the brain engaged and focused. Look off to my left and the bleachers and notice the girls cheering. The players in the middle of the field scramble to gain control of the ball. One of the opposing team players gets it and begins to run towards me. He's leaning on his left side as he runs. He's anticipating flanking to the right. When someone throws their weight distribution off like that, it makes for an easy fake. So either this guy is smart or incredibly stupid. I begin to prepare myself, and as I predicted, he fakes to the left and starts to flank from the right. A few of my team members are caught off guard by this and fall behind. I begin to intercept and block off his path. But he beams right towards me. I'm not moving! I brace myself against the grass and secure my footing. As he stupidly runs towards me, it becomes increasingly clear I don't intend to move. But it's too late for him now. Alright, let's, move! His body collides into mine and falls backward with a loud thud. The ball rolls between my legs and one of my team members recover it. Nice block, Diverse! Why didn't you move? He looks up at me, bewildered. I reach a hand out to help lift him up. I don't play the game of chicken! Oh wait, I thought that was the guy. I don't play the game of chicken, but it was a valiant effort. He smiles and accepts my offer. Up. I both admire and fear you, my friend. I hear that more often than you'd think. He waves and returns after the ball. And that is the game! The home team wins! The bleachers roar with excitement. I walk towards the middle of the field and wipe the sweat off my brow. A group of my team members surround me. Wow, Diverse actually didn't do half bad out here today. Are you kidding? Who's probably the best player on our team? You better watch out, Captain. Don't flatter me. I just did what was needed to be done to win. You gonna join us for some food? Sure, why not? I accompany several of the guys from the soccer team that I met in class to a nearby fast food joint for some food. The atmosphere is an essence of camaraderie. Great game today. Diverse, why don't you join the main roster? We could seriously use you. I appreciate the offer, but no. Why not? Because I already have prior obligations I need to fulfill. Damn. Wait, are you also in that one club? Oh yeah, the literature club, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that one. It's got that Sayori girl in it. Oh, the really cute one with the blue eyes? Yeah. They aren't bad girls. And I actually enjoy their company. Oh, got a little harem going on there, Diverse? I look up from my food. Not at all. I have enough respect for them to not consider such indecent things. I will say, though, that Sayori girl's pretty cute. She's friendly, too. That's nice. I would like to take her clothes off and get friendly with her. That's enough! I slam my hands down on the table, causing it to shake violently. The other guys look at me shocked. None of you have any right to say that. I get it. We're guys. Haha, let's joke around a bit. But you don't know any of these girls or what they've been through. So you have no right to treat them with such disrespect. Alright. No need to go King Kong on us, Diverse. Sorry for the outburst as well. One of the quiet boys speak up. Not like I can blame you. I mean, we are in a lot of the same classes. I see that girl with you quite a lot. It's only natural to be defensive for her. I guess so. We continue to eat like nothing ever happened. So, a club about literature. You find that interesting? Quite. So, you're both a scholar and an athlete, then? I'm many things, but I wouldn't say I was either of those. You run and move like you do that on a daily basis. Hell, even in PE, you're always the top performer. Yeah, when we're in class, too, you almost always get perfect scores. How does someone like you even come into existence? Through blood. Lots of it. The table starts to laugh, except for me. Well, the captain said you're more than welcome to fit in at any time for any missing players of ours. Will you do it? I don't see why not. Awesome! The door of the restaurant opens and Sayori walks in. Sayori? It's lagging. Sayori caused the game to lag. No! Let me just, wait for this. Wait for this to blow over. It'll take a little bit. I think it'll take a little bit. There we go. Nope, never mind. It's back. There we go. Hi! Sayori bounces towards me cheerfully. What are you doing here?
I was looking for you, silly!
Me?
Yeah! I wanted to congratulate you on winning the game today! You were super cool!
Well, thank you, Sayori. I guess I might as well thank you, too.
Thank me? For what?
For coming out to support us.
Of course, Diverse! I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
I place my hand on her shoulder and smile gently. Good. We were lucky to have you.
Since you're busy, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Alright. Bye, Sayori.
Bye!
Sierra and I have been spending a lot more time together since the festival. It hasn't been that bad. We've grown a little closer, but Kagan still continues to egg me on. Granted, I could have beaten him down the first chance I got. But if I'm going to be smart about how I approach this, I can't be hasty. I return to the table, ignoring the other guys' hungry glares, and continue eating. I guess since I am walking home, I might as well pick up something to read. A newspaper would do. I stop by a small newspaper vendor and pick one up. There's an article about some guy named Zero who wrote a little poem for his girlfriend's birthday on November 18th. Ugh, that's really mushy. I'll not lie, it's cute. That girl must be really lucky. Smiling, I wrap the newspaper back up and take it home. As I reach my neighborhood, I notice something unusual. Oh crap. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. I hope I didn't miss anything. Like, whatever was shown, I really hope I didn't miss it. Or maybe it was just a weird pause. There's a black sedan parked against the curb about 3 houses down from Sayori's. One that I haven't seen before. Feeling a little cautious, I immediately changed the path of my route. Normally, I wouldn't concern myself with random cars that happen to stop by, but the model of this sedan is much different than one you would normally see on the street. I move into a nearby alley and get closer to the car, making sure to remain in shadows and out of sight. Inspecting the car, I take a look at the reflection of the I take a look at the reflection of the setting sun on the dark-tinted windows. Just as I suspected, the reflection from the sun wobbles slightly, indicating someone in the driver's seat. What are you waiting for? As I think that, the engine roars to life. Shortly after, the car drives off. I stay in my position for a few more minutes to make sure the coast is clear. That was concerning. I mean, it could very much be a coincidence, but it could also very much be otherwise. Well, at least I can Sayori! She has to be safe. I don't have a good feeling about this at all. I have to move quickly. I immediately turn away from my door, only to be caught off guard by someone standing directly behind me. Oh, that glitched. That was a part of the sound. Okay, never mind.
Hi, Diverse!
Gah? Sayori?
Why were you yelling my name?
Looking around bewildered, I look Sayori in her sparkling blue eyes. So you are okay.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Sayori stares at me with curious confession. Blah 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 blah. Oh, actually, before I reread that, I should probably take a look at the lag here and make it stop. Sayori stares at me with curious confusion. After taking a second to calm myself down, I rest both of my hands on her shoulders. Is everything all... what?
Is everything alright?
Yeah. Looking into her eyes, I utter a genuine reassurance. Everything was okay now.
You act like you just saw a ghost.
No, just a monster with blue eyes on my doorstep.
Hey! How's hanging out with the guys on the team?
Wasn't anything special.
You want to hang out now that you are home?
Sure, I don't have anything better to do. I open my door and invite Sayori in. Before heading back inside, I take one last look behind me. For a moment there, I was worried that Sayori was in serious trouble. Why am I acting like this? Ugh, come on, Diverse. Sayori has already made her way into my living room and is switching through TV channels. Who said you could mess with my TV?
I was hoping something good would be on.
Well, since you're already making yourself at home, why don't you tell me what types of shows you like?
Anything, I guess. But not scary stuff. I don't like that.
Guess that is to be expected from someone like you. I don't watch much TV anyway, so you're free to put on whatever you want.
Okay.
Sayori joyfully continues to switch channels. I sit down on the couch across from her and begin to read one of my books. You're gonna read?
You're gonna read?
Why not?
You should come sit with me and watch TV.
No.
Please?
I look up for my book and at Sayori. You're not gonna leave me alone if I don't, will you?
Nope!
Ugh. You're starting to annoy me. But if that's gonna get you off my back, then sure. Sayori smiles and scoots over to one of the ends of the couch. Reluctantly, I sit down next to her and point my attention towards the TV. It looks like Sayori has finally picked a channel. It's a cheerful show about a bunch of friends hanging out at a beach. But after a while, something goes wrong.
That girl's getting kidnapped!
Sayori squeaks in concern. Looks like it. The girl struggles against the aggressors as they drag her into a van. The next scene shows the girl's friends trying to locate her. And it briefly cuts between the girl and her friends. Sayori scoots closer to me as things get more intense.
I hope they find her.
Eventually, it turns into a cheesy little ending where her friends find her and save her just in time. I lower my brow at it and roll my eyes.
Yay! She's okay!
Great. I mutter that with fake confidence.
Diverse, can I ask you something?
I don't see why not.
What would you do if you got kidnapped?
Me? Well, what I would do is much different than what a normal person should do.
Tell me what I should do if I get kidnapped then.
Alright. First off, you want to immediately get a good look at your captor's face or anything or any other bodily features that are significant.
So I can tell someone what the guy looks like?
Correct. Other features like if they have a limp, they have 2 different colored eyes, their skin color, any accents. You should try to be as diligent as humanly possible. Which, in that situation, is hard to do because of stress, anxiety, and panic.
What else should I do?
Crossing my legs, I gently rub my chin as I think. You should also be aware of your surroundings. Like any landmarks, sounds, and temperature. There's a movie called The Call. Oh yeah, I've actually heard about that movie. I've yet to see it though. Yeah. I have a feeling Taken's kind of a similar movie, but I don't know. Strish. Yep. Like any landmarks, sounds, and temperature.
Okay.
You should also cooperate with your captors.
Why would I do that?
Because if your captors don't think you'll be useful, or perhaps even a problem, they won't hesitate to kill you.
That is horrible!
It happens.
How do you know all this?
I've read a bunch about it. But my old school usually held some events every so often to help educate us.
Well, thank you so much for teaching me this, Diverse.
Siri looks down at her lap, her face blushing. I think everyone should have this type of information and training. Self-defense is extremely important.
You've done a lot for me ever since we met. I just wanted to say thank you.
Don't thank me. I've done anything for you to be grateful for.
That's where you're wrong.
Huh?
Nothing.
Siri looks back up and meets my eyes. Siri changes the channel. Blah, blah, blah. Siri changes the channel to something a little lighter. While she watches, I take a moment to think about everything. Oh my god! That's gonna be the jump sound effect from Vigilante, isn't it? God damn it. There's always gonna be one sound effect in each of my playthroughs that's gonna jump scare me, isn't it? Ripping me out of my contemplation, my phone rings. I reach into my pocket for my GP phone, but then realize it was my work phone. I retrieve the solid back flip phone and answer it. This is a test. Respond. The sky is clear. The line goes dead. Sorry about that, sir. Are you kidding me? What is wrong with you? Sorry about that, Sayori.
It's okay. Who was it?
Oh, it was the wrong number.
Okay.
Sayori looks as if she forgot something important all of a sudden. I watch curiously as she pats her pockets. She gets her phone out and faces me.
I honestly forgot, but while you're out on the field today, Monica, Yuri, and Natsuki and I decided that we were having a sleepover. And Monica wanted to know if you could hang out with us for a bit.
Seems problematic. No.
Why?
Sayori sinks and pouts. Because it seems I would be a little too close for comfort with you girls at the time. Sleepovers with girls don't usually include a boy. Oh my god! The leg! I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Let me just move my mouse around. Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right. But we trust you, and it would mean a lot to me if you just came over for a little bit.
Ugh, fine. When is it?
Tonight!
Alright. I lean back onto the couch and look up at the ceiling. Sayori immediately starts tapping away at her phone. I take this momentary break to breathe and think. The girls are having a sleepover and they want me to tag along for a little bit. Granted, I've been becoming a better member of the club and helping each of them when I can. But it still seems odd that they would want to include me in their activities outside the club. I've never really experienced this before. I guess I really started to notice this after the festival ended. No one decided to join the club, and each of the girls were crushed, justifiably so. Having their effort and dedication squandered is definitely hurtful. Sayori wouldn't leave her bedroom for a few days. Each time she did, I had to coax her out, which took almost an hour of constant effort. It was extremely annoying, but eventually she got better. It's been a month since the festival and everyone seems to be doing great.
Okay, Monica said we can...
Fuck.
Okay, Monica said we can head over whenever we are ready.
Rolling my head over towards her, I notice the excitement in her eyes. Any specific time?
Nope! Yuri and Natsuki are already there, so they're waiting for us.
They're waiting on you. You're the one actually spending the night.
Oh, come on! You're our friend! We all want you to come.
Then let's get going. We'll need to stop by your house to...
I already have all my stuff at Monica's.
Alright, yeah. That yawn cut off, I know. Alright, and let's go. Monica's hair. What about that one? As I approach Monica's house, I make sure to take mental notes of the area. As we were walking here, Sayori took off ahead of me. She probably is already inside. Nearby bushes, trees, fences, and other landmarks are of a conspicuous nature. After taking a few steps around the perimeter of Monica's house, I knock on her front door. Oh, Diverse! You're here! That I am. Come in! Immediately upon reaching Monica's living room, I am greeted with a very clean and organized atmosphere. Each of the girls look at me one by one, their eyes lighting up. I look at each of the girls. Yo! The girls seem to be all sitting and watching TV. A few blankets are covering the floor for cushioning. Sayori Sills next to me.
Everyone's having fun!
All I see is that you girls are sitting around doing nothing. I don't see how that's any fun. Saying that, I'd take a seat on one of the couches Sayori follows.
We were waiting for you, actually!
What?
Because I had an idea!
Sayori looks back at each of the girls. And that idea was...
that we should put makeup on you!
Immediately, I realized that I made a huge mistake coming here. No wonder Sayori ran ahead. No wonder Sayori ran ahead of me earlier before we reached Monica's house. Once again, I'm gonna wait for this to blow over. She wanted to inform each of the girls to... I noticed each of the girls begin to surround me. Listen, if any of you think I'm gonna let you put makeup on me... I slowly start to get up off of the couch. Get him! Itsuki and Sayori pounce at me. I evade by jumping to the left, causing Sayori to crash into the couch behind me. Monika stands by and giggles with Yuri. As I begin to book it for the exit, I feel something cling onto my back. Haha, I got you! Get off me! Nope. Itsuki clings onto my back like an enraged monkey. Listen, I am getting out of here. If you don't get off my back, you're coming with me.
I don't think so!
I turn around and notice Sayori charging right for me. I can't dodge her with this pink monster on my back. Pink monster, you right. Sayori clashes right into me, causing me to stumble. Ha! We got him! Well, yeah, you did. Great job. Now we can make him up. Dear God. The girls set me up. Natsuki and Sayori hold both of my arms behind my back. Ugh. My sigh of defeat signifies to them that I have given up. I didn't expect them to get you, Diverse. I didn't expect all of you to stage an assault on my ass. So, touche. What is your favorite type of blush?
Oh, give him blue!
Yuri smiles and goes through a tan fabric bag. And give him some pink lipstick. Well, shit. This is really happening, isn't it? All of the girls take their turns adding their own flair to makeup to my person. I have been taken hostage by these girls. And so far, they've each taken their share of my face. And that's how 4 high school girls managed to capture the most badass MC. Hey, Danilo. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. And so far, they've each taken their share of my face. Etsuki uses lipstick on me. Sayori applies some powders, which I have no idea what they do. Yuri adds blush to mine. Yuri adds blush to me, and Monika handles eyeshadow. The entire time, my face is contorted into disappointment. And at last, they're done. Oh, look at you.
So pretty!
You're a beautiful lady. The very picture of attraction. Please, give us a CG! I hate all of you right now.
Come on, Diverse! Let's go look in the mirror!
No.
Oh, come on, we all worked hard to make you look good!
I looked better before.
Don't make me tackle you again!
I promise you that you won't do that again. Sayori takes my hand and tries to lead me to the bathroom. I eventually decide to let her have her fun and lead me to the bathroom. And sure enough, I look horrifying. And I realize something that sends me into a near panic. Sayori?
Yeah?
Is any of this going to come off easily?
No?
Damn it. Keeping the inner terror of escaping my lungs via scream, I take a breath and look at Sayori. So you gave me makeup. Guess what you get in return?
What is it?
I grab Sayori, pull her close, and begin to rub my knuckles under her scalp again. Ow! 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 Why do you always do that? Sayori wails while she rubs the top of her head. Because you deserved it. If I get put through hell tonight, so do you. Sayori walks back into the living room as I try to wash up. I use several alcohol-based solutions to help remove the makeup better. In no time at all, a majority of it is gone. I promptly return to the living room. Sayori's sitting down alone on one of the couches with the blanket covering her. Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica are on the other couch watching a movie. The lights dimmed. I sit down next to Sayori and turn my attention to the movie. It's apparently a scary movie. Several high school students are trying their best to hide from a killer roaming the school. The dark atmosphere of the movie is definitely creepy. I wonder what Sayori thinks of it. She looks terrified. Well, that's to be expected from her. She cowers under her blanket like a scared puppy. I scoot closer to her and pat her on the head.
What are you doing that for?
You're a baby.
That's rude!
So you're not scared of this movie?
No, I'm not!
Alright, Ah!
Ah!
All the girls jump and scream. Oh my god! The looks on your faces!
That wasn't very nice!
Are you gonna do all the routes? Yep, I am. I'm sorry, Sayori. But that was just too good of an opportunity to pass up. Chuckling, I wrap an arm around Sayori, gently hug her. Sayori looks away slightly and blushes. She scoots closer and rests her head on my shoulder. Excuse me! Excuse me, Streamlabs! You shouldn't be doing this crap. As the movie ends, I notice Sayori has fallen asleep while clinging to my arm. Natsuki has crashed out, as well as Yuri. Both of them are resting their heads against each other. Monica looks at me from across the room. Her gentle smile only adds to the moment. Monica, I was meaning to ask you. Yeah? Those clothes aren't really pajamas. What's up with them? Oh, I didn't plan on sleeping in these. I was planning on changing when I go to sleep, of course. I see. Now that everyone is asleep... She lowers her voice. Any new developments about... She points to Sayori. Kagan is still around, as you already know. Mm-hmm. However, he hasn't been that much of a problem lately. But there was a suspicious car parked a little down the street from Sayori's house today. A suspicious car? Mm-hmm. I stuck around a bit and they left shortly after. I didn't see anyone enter or exit the car either. So to be safe, I escorted Sayori here today. Yeah, that was smart. It's good she has you to protect her. Even if she doesn't know about it yet. As we converse, there is a knock on Monica's front door. Oh! Who could that be? Alright, hold on. Let me just, wait for this to stop lagging, because if this is a moment, I don't want it to lag. Alright, here we go. As we converse, there is a knock on Monica's front door. Oh, I'll get that. Monica stands up and goes to answer the door. A minute later, she walks up to me. Someone's here for you. What, for me? I gently slide Sayori off my shoulder and stand up, making sure not to wake her. Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Danilo. I'll keep the Natsuki route in mind. I cover her with the blanket once more and walk towards the door. As I approach the front door, I see a familiar brunette woman awaiting me. Julia! Julia? What are you doing here? I thought I would stop by and see if you were being responsible. And speaking of which, she looks at my face and begins to smirk. What is this? She traces her index finger up and down my cheek. Is this makeup? Don't I look hot? Julia desperately tries to hold back laughter. Ugh. Don't give me that attitude! Consider this payback from when you undid my bra! Alright, sure, let's go with that. Anyway, oh, This is an interruption. I don't want to lag. There we go. Anyway, let's talk. Monica walks back up to the door. Julia looks at me and devilishly grins. This won't be good. Oh, hi. Aren't you one of my little Diverse's friends? Yeah. Diverse, aren't you going to introduce me? Julia, this is Monica. Monica, this is Julia. Julia bends over at the waist and looks Monica in the eye. Are you the little heartthrob that has caught the interest of my Diverse? Monica looks at me puzzled. Julia, would you not right now? What? I'm just wanting to see what you have been up to. You're playing me. Cut the shit. I look to Monica. I'm the girl responsible for him. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm the girl responsible for him. Hey, Monica, can you make sure Sayori doesn't wake back up? Sure. Monica walks back into the house, and I close the door behind me. Alright, what is it, Julia? I need you tonight. Why? Monica, no, this isn't my route. This is a Sayori route. That's why she's going to check over to her to see if she's sleeping. Yeah, it took me a little bit to realize that that glitching sound effect was actually a part of the mod, and it wasn't my recording system being stupid. Why? It's a code 9. A code 9? That's not my job expertise. You have people who are qualified for that. Don't tell me something that I already know. But we've already expended those terms. Or teams? But we've already expended those teams. And no results. So I am forced to resort to you. I can give you 5 minutes to clean that shit off your face. And I don't have a say in this? No, I'll be in the car. And just like that, Julie turns away and walks towards a flashy-looking sports car parked in the driveway. Monica, can you help me get this off my face really quickly? There's still some remnants of the makeup, and I really can't have that right now. Yeah, of course, but are you going somewhere? Yeah, so I need to get this done really quickly. Okay. Monica promptly helps me clean the remnants of the makeup off my face. I tell her that if Sayori wakes up, I went home. Thanking her for the hospitality, I wave and leave. Hospitality. Quick bite to eat. Good stuff. As the car speeds down the road, I take a mental note of the surroundings. We've gone a little bit away from the city. Julie explained that I had something to do in a small town outside of the city. At least, that's what the paper says. We're almost here. Alright. Keeping my eyes closed, I go over the situation that was told to me over and over. I'm not normally called for situations like this. The fact that I was shows me admin is getting a little worried about something. I better remain on my toes. Oh, 8 in the morning. We didn't even get to see the action? Ooh. I guess there's gonna be an anticlimactic final battle here at the end, probably. Waking up this morning was as difficult as ever. Last night really kept me up late. I shrug the exhaustion from my system and go into my living room. Sayori hasn't texted me yet, but Monica has. She explained that Sayori was still fast asleep and was expected to be for hours to come. Understanding that, I realize I have a few hours to get some work done. I retrieve my backpack and spread some of my homework across a nearby coffee table. While working, I think back to last night. It was rather enjoyable to spend some time with Sayori. Granted, I absolutely hated the fact that all 4 girls ambushed me. But I walked into a girl's sleepover. I should have seen something like that coming. Julia definitely didn't hesitate to ridicule me through the night for it. Ah, yes, this mod really loves to build up all the stuff and not give you any satisfaction until the end. Yeah, I had a feeling. It's like, pardon me for my joke here, but, like, premature celebration. Okay, sorry. Even after we were finished as she was driving me home, Sayori just seems so joyous and carefree. Still leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. The world isn't truly as happy as you see it, Sayori. I want to shove the truth in your face, but who am I to shatter her view? That view of the world may be the only thing keeping Sayori, well, Sayori. Her innocent and trusting natures are traits that I truly enjoy about her. Especially since I have been around people who are pessimistic and careless. Part of me wishes that I could Sorry, hold on. It's like a good snack. Part of me wishes that I could continue this worry-free and happy life with the Literature Club forever. Part of me doesn't. But I know this won't last forever. The strain on my left arm grows. I realize that this thought process is what caused... The least I can do is enjoy the time that I do have. And I intend to make the most of it. Clearing my mind of all other thoughts begrudgingly, I continue to work on my homework. With all my homework done and some extra preparation, I approach Julia. It's about time. Oh, ha ha! A woman who has to wait on a man for once. Help! It's the end of the world! Julie gives me a blah blah blah. Wait for the frickin' lag to stop, Diverse. Okay. I got never lag spike, I can just eat something. Julia gives me a smug smile and gets into her flashy sports car. The polished and waxed white exterior practically glows in the morning sunlight. Grabbing the handle, I hear a voice calling out to me from my left. Diverse, wait! Julia stops halfway inside of the car, facing the direction of the voice. Sayori?
Where are you going?
I have to run a few errands. I thought you were still at Monica's.
I wanted to come home. I also...
Sayori looks at me with remorse filling her eyes.
I also feel really bad about last night.
No, it's the game lagging. Yeah, it's the game lagging. I don't know what's causing it. I literally closed every single application I could think of with Task Manager to only have this and Streamlabs running. With a gaming laptop, for Christ's sake. I don't know what's going on with this. So yeah.
I also feel really bad about last night. I thought it was a good idea at the time, and that it was really funny. But it wasn't nice, and I wanted to apologize.
Cracking a smile at Sayori's regret, I place a hand on her shoulder and stare deeply into her eyes. How's a DLC mod I don't know. This gaming laptop is about... It's over 5 years old, so... I'm getting a new laptop soon enough, so... Or a new gaming PC soon enough, so... It's coming for my birthday shortly. So yeah. Yep. If this, I might continue, everything on my, gaming PC. So yeah. It was a messed up thing to do, to ambush me like that. But you got the best of me. Not very many people do. Be proud of it. Plus, he wasn't making a bad-looking girl at the driver's seat. Leaning against the driver's side door, she peers over the roof of the car and glances between Sayori and I.
Oh, Diverse, who's this?
She is, I'm this lovely little boy's guardian. She closes the door. She closes the driver door and walks around towards me. Or maybe I am more. Julia leans oh yes, a gamer set up for reading a bit. Yeah, you right. Julia leans down towards my ear and softens her voice. Still looking at Sayori with a straight face, I raise my left hand and flick Julia in the face. Ow! I swear to God, I think I may have just found someone else besides Sayori who makes things unnecessarily awkward. Rubbing her cheek, Julia scoffs at me. I completely ignore her. Sayori looks at me with pure confusion. Don't listen to a thing this bimbo next to me says, Sayori. Hey! She's just some woman that my benefactor left responsible for me. Oh! Don't ignore me!
When are you gonna get home? When are you gonna be home, Diverse?
Sayori ignores Julia. Blah! Sayori ignores Julia as well. Atta, girl! No clue. I guess whenever I finish.
Okay.
Sayori beams at me, practically glowing. I return a smile and get into the car, with the huffing and puffing, Julia following my lead. The silence between Julia and I doesn't last long. As soon as she turns the corner and departs from my neighborhood, she speaks up. So is that the girl you've been clinging to? Clinging to? I think you should probably reevaluate what you're considering clinging to. Oh, shut up! I know you better than anyone! Almost. And you look at that girl with the calm projection. It's kind of jaw-dropping and cute in a way. Oh my god, you actually do! Julia? Yeah? I'm gonna tell everyone what type of panties you wear. What?! You wouldn't! Let's see. Black clingsters, a lace pattern, and must you remember the contents of my wardrobe?! Glancing at Julia in the rear view window, my sadistic laughter doesn't cease. Oh, come on! It was you who taught me how to undress a girl. But you were the little privacy breaker who went into my room and scavenged inside of my wardrobe! Oh, wait. If I recall correctly, there was something else. If you finish this sentence, I swear to God, I will break your nose. Before he does, I'm going. Yum. Okay. Alright, I think I'm good. Alright, let's wait for it. Wait, come on. Can we just, please? There we go. If you're prepared for a punch in the boob, then come at me. Julia sighs in desperation. Why must you be so difficult? If I wasn't, being my supervisor wouldn't be as fun. You were like this even before You were like this even before I became your supervisor. Consider it a good thing, then. If I feel comfortable enough to blah 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 blah. If I feel comfortable enough to compliment your oh my god. If I feel comfortable enough to compliment your lingerie, you better take what you can get. Julia's face reddens as she understands the full scope of my joke. Listen. Please refrain from talking like that around me. I wonder what Ashley would do if she was here. She'd probably join you in ridiculing me and then smack you in the back of the head. Pretty much. Reveling in the torment of my older brunette lady friend, I smile, recalling several conversations between Julia, Ashley, and I. That was probably the best. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, that's from the sound volume. Look, monkey's diverse! Okay, no, I gotta turn this down. Look, monkey's diverse! Oh, come on, you have to smile at something. Can we go home, please? I don't want to be here. Why is... Why is the main theme playing in the... You literally said... You literally typed the command, play sound T3. That's hilarious. But just, I'm gonna have to wait for this to... Okay. I don't want to be here. You're hopeless. We came to the zoo so you could have fun. You aren't even grateful. I don't want to be here. Please take me home. Man gets scared by title them caught in 4K. I mean, it's in the play... he literally typed the command play sound T3. A woman kneels down to my face. A woman kneels down to face me eye to eye. Come on, Diverse. If you don't want to be here, we can go home. But let's at least go around a bit. You may find something you enjoy. Is that okay? Looking into my savior's eyes, I feel weakened. Okay, I guess we can. What? Julie looks completely horrified and shocked. Why don't you ever listen to me? Okay, that was probably why. I stick my tongue out at Julia, meeting Ashley's eyes. Come on, let's go. Wait, hold on. Is there something I'm missing? Oh, is he seeing it? And I don't know. Come on, let's go. Noticing the smile on my face, Julia mirrors me. You're remembering her, aren't you? Yeah. You know, she was the only person to ever get through to you. Pretty sure I'm aware of that, Jules. You haven't used that nickname in years. Hey, we're gonna be at the field in like 30 minutes. You wanna get some rest? Sure. Thanks for reminding me. Closing my eyes, I perform my normal mental exercises to prepare. Alright, 10 o'clock at night. Good snacks. And that is that. Thank you for the ride, Julia. Don't thank me. You worked pretty hard today. If I hadn't offered you a ride, you probably would have just passed out right then and there. I'm fine. What are you talking about? Maybe look at yourself in the bathroom mirror. Speak for yourself, woman. Especially with all the mascara you have on. Huh? There's nothing wrong with how much mascara I have. Julia puts down her sunblocker and checks the mirror installed onto it. Good night, Julia. As I get out of Julia's car, I feel my eagerness to return home grow immensely. The steam from the shower engulfs my body like a hungry predator to doom prey. Taking Julia's advice, I look into my bathroom mirror and inspect myself. I'm much dirtier than I expected to be, and I look absolutely exhausted. Shrugging it off, I remove my towel from my waist and enter the shower. Hot water pouring over me immediately relaxes my tense and tired muscles. I rest my forehead against the wall and close my eyes. All finished with my longer than usual shower. My body screams for rest. I flick the bedroom light off, getting dressed and lie down. I don't even bother to set my alarm for the morning. I have no plans or anything. I shoot up from my bed, beads of sweat pouring down my face. I struggle to catch my breath and comprehend where I am. My hand shaking uncontrollably, I reach for my forehead. Beginning to control my breathing, I look around the room to ensure no danger. Finally stabilizing my breathing, the dizziness stops. Did you really have to do that, game, while it was lagging? Alright, another chip. I had that nightmare again. Why? I need to get some water. Before I leave my room, something from my window catches my eye. It was a split-second flickering light. Holding off on my water, I approach my window and inconspicuously gaze out from my blinds. The street is all empty, but one car. The same one I saw near Sayori's house yesterday. It's not parked near her house this time. A few houses further down this time. Sayori's bedroom windows is covered in dark. I turn away from the blinds for a second to check the time. It's 2:40 in the morning. I don't see any movement from or near the car, but I keep a keen eye on it. My mind jumps between, this is just a neighbor to Sayori, nothing big to worry about, and this is an entirely new car here and it's okay to be suspicious. All of a sudden, a man appears seemingly out of nowhere and enters the driver's seat of the car. He gets in, starts it, and drives off. I continue my watch for another minute before surrendering to the bed. I'm woken up by my doorbell ringing. Oh my god, who's disturbing me right now? Of all times, right now. Reluctantly prying myself from my bed, I go and see who it is. Sayori?
Hi, Diverse!
Sayori's cheerful voice and crystal eyes don't affect my current Sayori's cheerful voice and crystal eyes don't affect my current disdainful attitude. What do you want?
I just came by to see if you were busy.
I was enjoying a much-needed rest until you came and disrupted it. But you came over to ask me something. What is it?
What? I didn't come over to ask you anything.
I noticed that Sayori has a question on her mind that she's afraid to ask. It's easy to predict something like this. Everyone has it in their eyes. That a fact? Would you mind telling me why you're all wet?
What? I am?
Sayori looks up and down herself.
Right?
What did you do?
My bathroom sink is broken!
So you came over here to ask me to fix your sink?
Well, I thought that if anyone could fix it, it would be you.
Do I look like a plumber to you?
Yep.
What?! I expected Sayori to say no, but she went to the exact other way around. What the hell led you to assume that? Sayori grabs my hand and tries to pull me out of the house.
Please?
Dear God, woman. Would you get off me? Take a look at it. Sayori's bathroom is right across the hall from her bedroom. Almost immediately after entering her bathroom, I realize that Sayori must not have caused this. Sayori peeks her head into the bathroom, and I open the cabinet that leads under her sink. The pipe is loose. Sayori, can you bring me some of the tools I left at the front door?
Okay.
She proudly trots off. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to eat a snack. While the game's lagging, I usually do this. How in the hell did you manage to do this? Water is not pouring at an extreme pressure, but it is definitely a problematic pace. Getting into a position comfortable enough for me to under the loose pipe. What? Getting into a position comfortable enough for me to be under the loose pipe, I try to tighten it by hand.
Here!
Siri runs back up to me and places a bag of tools down next to me. I always keep a few multiple purpose tools on me whenever needed. As I work to try to retighten the pipe, I begin to conjure up silly scenarios of how this came to be in my head. Siri flushed her toilet too many times in a short time, causing a disturbance in water pressure for other pipes. Then when she noticed the leak, she wrapped a towel around it, hoping it would fix the problem. Fast forward a few hours later, the water is puddling in her bathroom. She decides to grab a wrench and bang it against the pipe, making the problem even worse. Picturing her face as she hits the wrench against the pipe makes me chuckle.
Is everything alright down there?
Oh yeah. How about up there? Is that wrench okay?
Huh?
Never mind. Listen, how in the hell did you manage to loosen this pipe?
I don't know.
Okay, that lag spike was actually perfect. That one was very convenient for me. Alright, let me just eat this cracker.
I was just moving stuff around under my sink to reorganize. And then I noticed it was leaking!
Alright. Listen, go find yourself something to do. I'll be done in a few.
Okay. Thank you!
Siri skips away, giggling. Silently returning my attention back to the problem at hand, I wish for this to be over quickly. And done! Sitting up from the floor, I rub my forehead in exasperation. At this point, my clothes are soaked through.
Did you fix it?
Yes.
Yay!
Siri suddenly wraps her arms around me. Oh, no, you don't want to do that while he's soaking wet. Yep, that's what I thought.
Ew, you're all wet!
I said, give me a warning, oh no. I said, give me a warning before- Wait a second! Don't you ew me! I just got done fixing one of your many problems.
Sorry.
No, wait! Yeah, wait. Oh, there we go.
Wait! Many problems?
Yeah, like this one. I wrap my arms around Sarah and press her tightly against me, making her clothes wet.
Ah!
She pushes me away and shakes her arms up and down.
Gross!
Oh, ha ha. Not even a thank you. Listen, before I catch a cold, I'm gonna take my tools and head home. I made sure to clean everything up as well, so you don't hurt yourself by slipping on a single drop of the water.
How would I slip on a drop of water?
Sarah, you're clumsy as all hell. The other day at the club, you managed to topple 4 desks at once by accidentally running into a chair. A chair, Sayori.
You didn't have to point that out!
It wouldn't be as fun. I place a hand on her shoulder. I'm gonna go home now. Alright, here we go once again. Oh my god. Oh god, I need to open the bag more. Jesus, god. Oh, there we go, that's better. You take your shower now.
How did you know I was gonna take a shower?
I point to the top of her toilet seat, where a towel, a loofah, a folded shirt, and a pair of panties sit. Plus her wet clothes.
Oh.
Oh, and I think eagles are pretty cool too.
Ah!
Sayori screams as she runs and tackles the clothes she had on the toilet seat. I refer to a little embroidered eagle on her pair of panties. I wasn't purposely looking at them. She left them practically hanging off of the seat. I noticed them out of the corner of my eye when I finished the pipe. I don't ever have a need to look at those things with females. Nor do I have some odd perversion with it. I depart Sayori's house, smiling. It's been several hours since I went back home and changed clothes. Sayori sent me a text messaging me thank you for fixing her sink. I responded with an acknowledgement and settled down in my living room. I pull out a book and begin to read. Alright, you've got about an hour left. Right? Yeah, we got about an hour and 20 minutes left. Oh boy. Once again, I'm gonna wait for this to blow over. Lunch period has begun. As I put my first half of the day's textbooks away and retrieve the second, Sayori comes up and waves.
Hi, Diverse!
Yo, Sayori. What do you need?
I was wondering if we could eat lunch together today.
Feeling lonely again?
No, you are probably the one feeling lonely today.
Sayori sticks out her tongue. Unlike someone, I'm quite alright alone. But sure, I'll eat with you today, Sayori.
Yay! Oh! Do you mind if we eat in the classroom today instead of the lunchroom?
Why?
No reason.
I'm going into the lunchroom. If you want to go eat in the classroom, then go on ahead.
But you said you would eat with me!
In the lunchroom.
Please?
No. Sayori shifts inside of her shoes as if she is hiding something. Will you just spit it out? What the hell's bothering you so much?
It's...
Tears begin to fill in Sayori's eyes. What is it?
There are these girls in there, and they're really mean to me.
They're mean? Well, people are mean, Sayori. It's lagging again. So I took another bite of my cracker. Good stuff. You'll need to suck it up. Sayori pouts and looks at me like she's a scared puppy. Whatever those girls were doing to Sayori really has her adamant on avoiding them. And to see this coming from an eccentrically? Yeah. And to see this coming from an eccentrically bubbly girl kind of irritates me. Fine. I'll eat with you in a classroom. But seriously, don't expect this to be on a daily basis either.
Really?
Yes, but you need to do me a favor in return.
What is it, Diverse?
Show me who these girls are.
But what? No, I...
Why?
Because if you say something, the girls will be mean to you, too. And I don't want that.
Anything that some bitchy high school chicks say won't bother me, I assure you. I've heard much worse than what they can say. Sayori hesitantly guides me to the lunchroom and points to a group of girls at one of the benches. I study these girls carefully and then depart to an empty classroom with Sayori. She returns to her cheerful self when we sit down at two desks together. But I can tell she still has that underlying sense of sadness because of the bullies. I got... Alright. Now I just gotta wait for the lag to stop. Or actually, wait. Yeah. How could someone bully Sayori? I mean, I haven't necessarily been nice to her, but not to the point where I'm bullying her. I look down at my tray of food, beef stew with potatoes. Sayori's is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with animal crackers and a strawberry milk carton.
You want a sip of my milk, Diverse? You don't have anything to drink with that.
No, I'm fine. As I begin to consume my melodramatic meal, I ask Sayori a burning question. Sayori, something has been on my mind since you told me about those girls. What were they doing to you?
Do I have to tell?
I'm not forcing you, but yes, I would appreciate it if you told me.
What are you planning to do?
Don't worry about it, Sayori. I'm just curious to see why anyone would think to bully you.
What does that mean?
From what I've observed, you are liked by pretty much everyone in the school. But these girls specifically has some vendetta with you.
I could tell you, but you can't laugh or be a meanie.
I'm being completely serious right now.
We were in gym class and I was changing back into my uniform. And they saw me naked and made fun of my...
Sayori looks down at her chest and adjusts her blazer to cover her breasts.
They were saying that I wasn't big. And that I should be ashamed of myself. And that I shouldn't act happy all the time and just be normal. Which I am normal!
Quite the contrary, but please continue.
Then they started to laugh at me and they took my change of clothes and made fun of my undergarments. It made me really sad. I wanted to run home and cry. But I know that you are here. And if I ate lunch with you, I could feel better.
You think that highly of me?
Well, you are my friend. And you make me happy.
That a fact? I think I've heard all I needed.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna be like some bad guy and capture those evil vixens?
No. Am I some joke to you?
I thought it was funny.
As I said, don't worry about it. Let's just eat our lunch, okay?
Okay.
The nerve of Sayori. To compare me to some fictional superhero. Albeit, it was rather clever of her. But I am no Master Cape superhero hiding in the shadows for evildoers. I'm something much different than what fantasy can conjure up. I'm just human. Sayori and I eat our lunches with occasional small talk until we're done. I walk into the club room, and the girls are already at their desks, ready to start the week. Last one again, huh? Well, almost. All of us but Natsuki is here. Where's she? Can't say that I know. She called out of school today. Alright. So what's on the itinerary? I'm just gonna say itinerary. So, what's on the itinerary? I was thinking we could kind of take it easy on our events today since Natsuki's gone. I know that she would be pretty upset if we had fun without her.
Yeah!
So with that said, why don't we all sit down and kind of chat for a while and maybe read? Anything productive and related to literature is sure to be fun if we all partake in it. Monika's voice emanates around the classroom with an electrifying excitement.
Oh! I have an idea!
What is it, Sayori?
Why don't we all tell stories?
Stories? Oh, I just noticed the lag. Crap. Here, I'll do this. Yum. What a fantastic idea, Sayori! What type of stories? How about ones that have an exceptional plot and eccentric characters? Maybe we can all come up with our own stories. Or even tell some of the funny or happy events we've all experienced.
That sounds really fun!
Sayori hops and giggles to herself, probably coming up with some silly escapade to share with us. I guess this could be a little amusing. Yuri smiles smugly to herself. Alright, let's do it. I'll give us all a few minutes to think. I wonder what type of story Sayori will come up with. Knowing her well, I assume it'll be about one of three things. Friends, animals, or food. Or maybe a conjunction of all three. Well, nevertheless, I might as well start thinking too. Okay, everyone. I think we all have an ample time to think of stories. Does anyone need any more time? Sarah and Yuri shake their heads. I'm fine. So who goes first?
Oh, me!
Sarah stands up and begins to tell her story, giggling constantly at the start. Oh, that's yeah, this was what I was planning to do with scary stories. My DDLC mod that I'm gonna post to the Reddit. This was what I was planning on doing. For the, yeah, this was what I was planning on doing for scary stories. So, yep.
So there was once this girl named, Zoeyori. Zoe. She was a happy and fun girl who was walking through her favorite park one day. She just got done having
the lag. Let me just, Okay, I would like to have this story, I can promise you that. Okay. Alright, let's find out.
She just got done having fun with her friends at a reading club, but before stopping home, she went on a nice walk. She hummed and skipped around until she heard a noise in the bushes. It was a little rabbit who was hopping out on the sidewalk. Zoe saw the little rabbit and fell in love with it. She knelt down and cared for the rabbit to come towards her, and it did. Zoe and the rabbit became the bestest of friends. That is until... Growl! Another noise came from the bushes. The next thing she knows, a large hairy monster comes out from behind a tree.
Roar! I'm gonna eat you, woman! Roar!
Zoe and the rabbit got scared and ran away from the meanie monster.
Oh, wait. Sayori... Was I supposed to be the monster? Sayori giggles and sits down. Wait, that was it? That was it? What the heck, Sayori? I have a good one that I think you all would like. Alright, Yuri. Sherry was walking through a decrepit, abandoned house. She had been running for a long time now and was getting tired. The man pursuing her growing ever so close. Sherry was scared. She didn't know what to do. The maniac just appeared out of nowhere, almost as if he was a ghost himself. The torn and rotted wood of the corridor she traversed was barely able to conceal and mute her movements. She pleaded with her god that he would not find her. Her very worst fear would come true if he did. I'll hide in here for now. She quietly crawled into a moderately sized wooden cabinet and kept completely silent. But she heard steps coming after her. Come out, little girl. His steps got closer and closer. So close, she could hear him playing with the knife in his hands. This man had been notorious for searching for younger girls to mutilate. It was an urban legend. Sherry was determined to not be afraid of anything. So she had come to the forest outside of town to prove the legend a myth. But shortly after arriving, her friends that accompanied went missing one by one, until only she was left. Then she started to be chased by a knife-wielding maniac who made it their will to hurt her. Found you! Sherry felt her hair being pulled before she was dragged out of her safe place. His blackened eyes and shaggy hair were the very final thing she saw. Her ears were filled with his evil and lifeless cackle. Very macabre, Yuri. Okay, I guess I'll go next. Erica was a 17-year-old girl who was avidly reading in her room. She was terribly bored after her incredibly uneventful day. Eventually, she got really tired and closed her eyes. But she was woken up by someone calling her name. Erica! I'm here, Erica! All of a sudden, Erica felt something grab her and pull her towards her book. After crashing into a seemingly non-existent ground, she looked around and felt someone stand by her side. Erica, come on! Let's go on an adventure! A charming voice materialized into the image of a prince. He stood there next to her and took her hand. Just then, Erica felt everything in her life was complete. The prince showed her to his castle, his friends, and several intriguing beasts she had never seen before. Let us continue our journey together forever. He outstretched his hand to Erica, who accepted it and became his princess. She smiled and put on her diamond and emerald crown. But then Erica felt her legs fall asleep, which ripped her from her dream. Realizing that harsh reality, she sighed and closed the book. Don't you worry, my prince. I will return soon. And that is my story.
How romantic!
I really enjoyed that, Monica. These girls think I am some type of joke? What the hell? These girls think I'm some type of joke. What the hell? The two of them, I'm some evil and demented monster. And the other, I'm some perfect prince. What a handful these girls are. Well, I guess it's my turn now. "1:30. The boat skids across the water as we begin to reach the beach. Oh god. The lag. Oh, it's this music again. Okay. Oh, wait. No, history is what I meant to put. 1:30. The boat skids across the water as we begin to reach the beach. All of our eyes set on one thing. The darkness of the night conceals us and makes it easiest for us to approach. Diverse, we will be there in 45 seconds. Copy. Echo 4, you're with me. Understood. Bravo 6, you're on me. Understood. The boat makes contact with the shore, and all of us depart from it. Remaining low to the ground, we stick to the foliage that encompasses the beach. Keeping my eyes focused in front of me, and my ears open, I make my advance with my partner. We remain completely silent and halt all communications with the other teams. The very faint sounds of our steps in the sand remind me of where I am. The rain begins to fall, something we anticipated and relied on. The rain in the ocean will help mask our movements and conceal our sound. It should also make things easier when we have to make contact. I was told there was going to be a heavier than normal storm, which is why we made our approach tonight. Furrowing my brow, we traverse a rock passage which reveals our target. My partner and I continue to skulk against the foliage as we get closer to the house. Its lights are still on, and it seems somewhat lively. It's no matter. We have our mission. We will complete it no matter what. Getting closer to the building, I slow down and listen to the people inside. I wave to my partner behind me that we found our target. He gets closer and places a small device under the folding of the building. I move around to the back of the building, near a door, and do the same. I take my position against the left side of the door. My partner takes the right. We look at each other and quietly try the knob. It's locked. Alright. Let me just wait for this to blow over. Because yes. I'll enjoy the sounds of the ambience while I'm doing this. There we go. We look at each other and quietly try the knob. It's locked. I move to the lock and begin to inspect what type of mechanism it uses. After figuring out, I grab my multi-tool and insert it into the lock. Click. I gently open the door and move into the house. My partner remains behind to cover my leave. Readying my commission M9A1, I move silently across the marble flooring. The dark room ends at another door that my target sleeps behind. This man is evil. He's orchestrated the cold-blooded murders of many innocent people. He's been able to elude us for a short time. Or so he thought. We've known about his residence for a very long time now. We just never had an ample opportunity to strike. During my briefing earlier in the night, when I found out about this, I swear to God, I smiled. Something rare during these times. I move across the hall, avoiding any lights and human contact. I test the knob for his bedroom. It's unlocked. Opening the door and closing it gently and slightly behind me, I approach him. The man is fast asleep on his bed. I was originally curious about how he could sleep at a time like this, but he seems to have very good sound dampening material in the walls. Ah. Another lag spike. Oh no! I'm down to my last chip! Alright. I can barely hear the people in the other room. But that also works out for me. I take no time to think or reflect. Oh! His body flinches and twitches for a split second, then goes limp permanently. Alright, let's go. I press a little button on my vest and silently leave the way I came. My partner and I stick back to the foliage and return to the boat. How was that? What? Did you come up with all of that in the short time we had? Well, no. It's a story one of my old classmates told at school a lot. There is more to it, but a lot of it is just filler, and I kind of just cut to the good part. I'm impressed! You told it very well. I was on the edge of my seat. Sayori? He killed the man! Yes, Sayori. That's mean! Were you always this dense?
Sorry, it was a good story. I just didn't expect the killing part.
What did you expect?
I don't know. Maybe a tickle?
You're so innocent. I wrap an arm around Sayori and rub my knuckles against her scalp.
Ow, 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 ow! You're gonna mess up my hair!
I stop and look at Sayori's hair. Wow, you actually are doing your hair.
What did you expect? You told me I should take better care of myself. That's what I'm doing.
And expect you to do it. Nevertheless, good job, Sayori. I pat her on the head gently instead of the alternative. Alright, so now that we are done with our stories, we should get ready to pack up. Checking my watch, I realized we had spent over an hour in the club room just telling stories. Time flew fast, wow. The girls begin to pack up their stuff. Slinging my bag over my shoulder, Sayori waits patiently for me at the door. Ready to go?
Yeah. What about you, Diverse?
Of course. I clipped the jump scare. You knew that was coming, didn't you? Oh yeah, that's right. You've played this mod before. No spoilers from here on out, okay? Sayori and I start walking home, crossing into the street that leads to our neighborhood. Sayori sneaks glances at me every so often. What the hell are those looks for?
Sorry. I've just been thinking a lot lately.
About? Spit it out.
Us?
Us? What do you mean?
You've been there for me a lot lately. And it just makes me feel really special.
Sayori's voice has changed to that of a normal female. And by that, I mean she isn't giggling constantly with some godforsaken silliness. She's completely and utterly serious. I don't know why you're looking at me that way. I felt the need to do what I did. Nothing more, nothing less. Sayori looks at me like she has something to say.
Can I say something?
I'm not stopping you.
It's really important to me. So please, don't laugh at me.
I think of uttering something wise, but restrain myself. That's fine. Let me, wait for this to stop lagging. Oh my god! There we go.
You're a good friend. And I appreciate you a lot. So much that you don't understand.
Tears begin to pool in Sayori's eyes. What? What's wrong?
I've felt sad for a very long time now. I didn't know what I was going to do. Sadness that felt like someone was placing a rain cloud over my head. And that rain cloud would storm and pour sadness all over me. I've been like this for a while. It scares me, Diverse.
I'm completely speechless. Does Sayori have depression? She doesn't display the key characteristics of it. She's generally always a happy girl when I'm around. I take a minute to look into Sayori's eyes. How has someone like me helped you with all this?
Because whenever I'm around you, I feel much better. Like you're the wind that blew the rain cloud away.
Something inside of me starts to ache. I'm helping her with her depression? How could a monster like me possibly help an innocent angel like Sayori? Oh, it's lagging again. It was, Yes, I did. I have no sympathy. Why? Why, Zach? Why? Maybe, I think the music is a little quiet. Hold on. Let me, just wait for this to... Okay, that's a little bit better. Sayori, are you
Yes, Diverse. I like you. I like you. A whole lot.
Sayori smiles sadly at me through her tears. But I don't see her smile. I see that raging downpour behind her eyes that is the fear of rejection. A person's eyes never lie. That is why I always see through them. Here I am, standing before a girl that I have grown very fond of. And she's confessing her feelings to me and revealing a dark secret. I don't have much experience with girls. At all. But I know one thing for certain. Sarah has helped me too. She's helped me understand that there's more to me than who I really am. She reminds me so much of Ashley. Ashley, too, was until she started to look after me as my guardian. I was the light in her life, too. And here I am, the light of another person's life. I know what my answer is. And I know what I must do. I grab Sayori and pull her into a hug. I understand. You don't need to say anymore. You know, I was blind before. I didn't see you as anything much other than another person I know. But lately, I've developed feelings for you too. Which is rare for someone like me. But I'm glad to be the wind that exiles your rain clouds. And I will happily accept the job.
Are you saying...
I release Sayori and look her into the eyes. I am saying that I will be your boyfriend.
And I am your girlfriend?
Yes. Sayori hops up and down happily.
I feel so happy!
Good.
Oh, Diverse! Monica's gonna take me out to buy a new bow in a few hours. Did you want to come along?
The tense atmosphere that lingered a few minutes prior has completely dissipated. No, sorry. I have to drop a few things off, which could take me a few hours. Why don't you go on without me and have fun with Monica? I don't doubt anyway that you're gonna gossip to her about your new status as taken, huh?
Okay.
Sayori and I get to our normal spot and depart. Sayori turns away from me, smiling and blushing as red as a ripe cherry. It's a little cute, I won't lie. Sayori trots off towards her home, a new skip in her step. I never fulfilled the role of boyfriend before, so we'll see how this goes. I arrive home after finishing up what I was doing all afternoon. It was a long night, but an eventful one. Sayori texted me for a while up until an hour ago. I assume she got busy with Monica, so I dismiss it. I take a seat on the steps outside of my front door and lean my head against my door. I raise my head and look into the stars and relax. Everything seems to be going well for once. I pop a little smirk and allow myself to lower my guard for a few moments. Ah! That is, until my phone alerts me to something. It's from Monica? A wave of concern washing over me, I answer it. Yo, Monica. Diverse? I can hear her breathing heavily. What's wrong? It's Sayori! What do you mean? They took her! She's gone! What do you mean she's gone? Monica cries over the phone, barely able to keep her breath. Monica, are you okay? Where are you? There's no response. Monica! I stand up and yell into the phone. No response. I try to dial Monica's number several times. Oh my god. It's a little loud. I try to dial Monica's number several times. No answer. God damn it! Pick up for God's sake, Monica! The overwhelming fear that remains in the pit of my stomach begins to regurgitate itself into my esophagus. I need to find Monica. I need to find her now. Sirius said that she was going downtown with Monica to get a new bow. With that in my mind, I pull up my commission phone and dial Julia's number. Hello? Julia! Diverse, what's wrong? I need your help. Sensing the concern in my voice, Julia's sour tone softens considerably. Trace the phone number in my GP phone listed as Monica. But what? What? Just do it! I sense that something bad has happened. Just tell me the geolocation of where her phone was last used. Okay. I hear Julia typing on her end, no doubt tracing the location I requested. Monica's call with me was just short over 30 seconds, which means it is possible to trace the location. Please, Julia, I need you to hurry. I am! What even happened? Monica called me. She said that they got Sayori and that she was gone. That girl you've been seen around with? Yes. Alright, hold on. Let's, wait for this to stop. Alright. Come on, just a little bit longer. Just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. A little bit more. Stop lagging on a tense scene, goddamn. There we go. Yes. Literally today, she became my... I hesitated finishing the sentence. I understand. Listen, I have a geolocation on where her phone was last used. Where? Julia provides me a latitude and longitude code that I map on my commissioned phone. Thank you, Julia. Listen, Diverse, don't do anything stupid. I'm leaving the office right now and I'll be heading there too. I understand. I end the call and immediately head for the location Julia sent to me. Sprinting as fast as I can, I approach the location of Monica's phone. Eventually, I come across a single black, expensive-looking cell phone in the middle of the street. I kneel down and inspect it. It's Monica's. She must be around here, somewhere. Sayori, too. I frantically look around the street until I see a lamp and some bushes near the side of the road. I walk over to and it's Monica. Fuck! Shit! I kneel down and help Monica up. Monica, I need you to answer me. She releases a weak gasp. Damn it! I lie Monica down on the ground in the light so I can inspect her for wounds. No visible blood or tears in her clothing. I inspect her head and feel a large lump. She was struck with a blunt object. Fuck! I look around for Sayori. Any sign of Sayori? Nothing. No. This can't be happening! Please, God, no! I drop to my knees and try to calm myself. Monica grunts and tries to lift her head. As she does, a car's headlights flash in my face. It's an orange-colored sports car. A brunette woman in formal clothing steps out of it and approaches me. Diverse, step back. I scoot away from Monica. She kneels down next to her and inspects her for wounds as well. Sayori. Listen, Monica, it will be okay. Right now, both Diverse and I need you to rest. Diverse is here? Yes, sweetheart. Can you see me? A little. Okay, listen. Diverse is here with us. He's gonna help you into my car, okay? I sit back in silence, almost ignoring the situation going on in front of me. Where's Sayori? I need to know where she is. Julia looks over to me and signals me over. Reluctantly, I get up and go to Monica and Julia. Julia helps Monica up into my arms. Diverse, get her into my car. Right. I carry Monica to the passenger side of Julia's pristine sports car and help her into it. Julia walks over to me and lowers her voice and whispers into my ear. There's something I need to tell you. She pulls me away from the car to a dark part of the street and looks into my eyes. She hesitates at first, realizing that the look on my face is of pure concern. Listen, I really need you to stick with me on this. Julia, I promise you I will listen. You can't- Wait, what? I said I would promise you I will listen. She swallows her own saliva, understanding the seriousness in my voice. It's been forever since I've seen you this serious. Thank you for accepting me for leadership. I'm gonna take Monica to the hospital personally. With my credentials, we can get her in with no questions asked. Understood. She sweats slightly and looks off to the side. As for your Sayori, I think I may have some information that will help. Anything will help me. I am hesitant to tell you. I know how you are, Diverse. I understand. I allow myself to be completely submissive to Julia, something that has never happened before. Sayori is my concern. If I have to listen to my boss for once in my life to help find her, I will. Julia gulps visibly again and meets my gaze. There has been word from the local law enforcement that a group has been abducting young girls off of the street. What happens to the girls? A number of things. Sold into sex trafficking or used as slaves. Or if their status is prosper enough, for ransom. I remain silent, taking in the information Julia has provided to me. Normally I would be livid that she kept this from me, but it's not like anyone would have been able to predict this anyway. So I give Julia some space instead of my normal prods at her intelligence. Can you send me everything you have about this group? Yes, absolutely. But for now, I need to get your friend Monica to the hospital. Please do. Do you want to come along? No, I'm gonna walk home. Alright. Goodbye, Julia. Without a secondary glance back, I start to walk away from both Julia and her car. Feeling a new emptiness cover me, I try to refrain from all thought while walking home. Sayori. I'm so sorry. I should have blown off what I was doing earlier to come with you. You even said you wanted me to come with you. To get a new bow. You probably would have looked cute in it. I regret not going with you, Sayori. I stop in front of my house and look at Sayori's. The sight gives me a sickening feeling in my stomach. I haven't felt like this since... I'm so sorry, Ashley. I hesitantly open my door and go directly to my bedroom. I don't even bother lying down on my bed. Once I reach my bedroom, I stop in the middle of it. I drop to my knees and look at the carpet. Feeling all my energy dissipate into thin air, I slump over onto the carpet and close my eyes. Look, Diverse, they're monkeys! Come on, Diverse. You need to smile at something. I don't want to. Ugh, we've been here for 45 minutes and the damn child hasn't smiled once. Maybe he just isn't interested in the animals we have shown him. I don't want to be here. Come on, I have one more thing I want to show you. Holding my hand, Ashley gently pulls me alongside her. Turn a corner and I can see an enclosure labeled lions. My eyes perk up immediately. Ashley! Can we see the lions? You want to go see the lions, Diverse? Yes! What the? Signs of life, finally! It's a good choice. Lions are my favorite animals. They are? Yep. Ashley and Julia take me over to the metal gate that separates me from the kings of the jungle. I watch as several of the beasts prowl around their enclosure. One of them looks at me and roars. Gah! I'm startled by the sudden noise and almost fall back onto my ass. But Ashley catches me and helps me back up. Do you know why he roared at you? No. He's letting you know that he's the king here. Lions will roar at beings they see as opponents to ensure that they make their dominance known. Wow! That is really cool. I'm starstruck by the enclosure. Whoa. I grab onto the metal bars and gaze at the scenery for quite a while. Alright, there we go. He really is captivated by them, huh? Yeah, it's interesting to see. For a boy his age, and after all he's been through, it's kind of disturbing to see him smile. Whenever I see him smile, you don't know how happy it makes me feel. Well, you're his mother now, eh? Alas, no. I'm his guardian. You can't replace a mother. True. But that doesn't mean I love him any less than a mother. My body telling me to wake up, I roll over onto my side and open my eyes. That's right. I didn't set my alarm. There were a few times before that I forgot to set my alarm. Sarah would call me and knock on my door to ensure I woke up. But of course, that didn't happen today. I pick myself up off the floor and check my phone. The battery's almost dead. No new messages. No new calls. No, nothing. I grab my school uniform and get dressed. It's time to go to school. Before I step out of my room, I realize something that sends a cold shiver down my back. Yuri and Natsuki. I am gonna have to tell them what happened. It's not gonna be fun at all. But it's probably best they hear it from me than anyone else. Alright, another lag spike. Okay. But it's probably best they hear it from me than anyone else. I lift and sling my backpack over my shoulder and head downstairs. When I step out onto the sidewalk, it doesn't convey the normal day's tone. It's just silent. I turn away from my neighborhood and begin my walk to the school. Walking down the street, something cracks with the snap of a whip inside of my mind. The car. I've seen that suspicious car around Sayori's house lately. I remember the make and model. Oh my god! Sorry, excuse me. I remember the make and model of it. I'm gonna keep an eye out to see if I can find any cars that are similar nearby. Mentally docketing that pace of information, I speed up my pace. Reaching the school's front gate and courtyard, I immediately duck to the left and stay out of everyone's way. Now's not the time for me to be social. Carefully evading people who glance at me, I get to the back of the school and enter through the gym entrance. With last period finally over, I make my way to the club room. Just in time to see Natsuki peeking out and scurrying back inside. I stop short before the door and take a deep breath. Please, God, let this be over with quickly. I walk into the room, remaining completely silent. Silence, however, doesn't last long before Natsuki walks up to me. Hey, Diverse! You know where Monika and Sayori are? It's been like 10 minutes and I'm getting a little impatient. Alright, hold on, let me turn my seat on. Oh, crap. Alright, there we go. I'm good. What is that face for? Oh god, the lag spike caused me to yawn. God damn it. I look Natsuki in her eyes, still unable to speak. If you keep looking at me like that, you're gonna make me start thinking something bad happened or something. So cut it out, dummy. Diverse, you certainly don't look happy at all. I need to tell you two girls something. Please, sit down. Both the girls sit down and look at me, curious about my next words. I look both of them in the eyes and begin to explain what happened last night. They both are completely silent. Just a little bit. There you go. Please tell me you're joking. If it is, it isn't funny! No. I'm sorry, girls, but I'm not joking. I lower my head and allow them to feel their emotions. So, Sayori is... This is horrible. Poor Sayori. Law enforcement has already been notified. It is my understanding that a local group in the area has been abducting young girls and is pretty active in the city now. That means that we aren't safe, right? No. But until Monika's back in action, I will be taking over the club. And it's evident we are too emotional to really continue. So I'm going to be personally escorting you both home today. Are you sure? Yes. I will see to it that you both get home safely today. But with that said, until Monika's back from the hospital, you two are going to be going home as soon as school ends. That way, you're with crowds as you leave. and that mitigates any possibility for you two to be abducted. If that's what you think is best. Okay. Good. Pack your things. We're leaving in 5 minutes. Both girls quietly and quickly comply. I lean back onto my seat and vigorously rub my forehead. I allow myself to tunnel into some deep thought for a moment. But it doesn't last long as a chair is pushed next to mine. 2, actually. Natsuki's the first to speak. Her pearly eyes meet into my soulless black eyes. I'm really sorry for what happened. Sayori she was a special girl and she cared a lot about you. Funny you say that. We had just become boyfriend and girlfriend, too. Oh. Yuri reaches her hand out to place on my shoulder. Natsuki looks extremely hesitant to move. Yuri gives her a nod of approval, and she leans forward and hugs me. Yuri follows. I never expected these two to console me. I should be the one to comfort them. But the tables have been turned on me. After a moment of silence, I stand up, bringing our group hug. Are you two ready? Both Natsuki and Yuri nod. I grab my bag and walk out into the hallway. First, we drop off Natsuki since her father is strict about a curfew. Then I drop off Yuri. Returning home safely, I feel my phone buzz. Please stay safe. Then a secondary notification. Thank you, and please show up to school tomorrow. I don't think Yuri or I could handle losing another friend. Closing my phone without responding to either, I continue walking. Before long, my work phone chimes to life. I reach into my pocket, pull it out, and answer it promptly. Yo. Hey, how are you holding up? That isn't important. You called me. What is it? Julia hesitates to answer for a moment. I have the file for you. Good. I'll take the nearest train and head to you. That won't be necessary. I'm at your house. Already? I assumed you would be home immediately, so I called. I was escorting Yuri and Natsuki home. I see. Just don't take too long, okay? We don't have all the time in the world anymore. I understand. As I approach my house, I notice a completely different car than Julia's normal flashy sports model. This one is more sleek and professional. She's leaning against me, watching me as I approach. She opens the back door and ushers me inside. She walks around to the other side of the back seat and gets in as well. In the middle of the seat is a single manila and envelope that separates us. I grab it and begin to examine the contents. A large packet of printed paper displays countless documents and articles regarding a specific group in the area. Jesus Christ! This is all about them? Yeah. A lot of it isn't really useful for this instance, though. Just a lot of tax fraud, petty larceny, and some online fraud. Nothing too major. I see. But yet, the central branch kept records on them. We were requested to. I see. Alright, I'll examine everything tonight. Without saying another word, I silently exit Julia's car and return home. Out of the corner of my eye, I see her wave sadly to me, which I don't attempt to reply to. Sitting back onto my bed, I place the envelope to my side and begin to study its contents. Julia wasn't kidding. There isn't much that I can actually use. Just the usual records and reports. But there isn't harm right now. I'm trying to scavenge something useful. Wait. But there isn't harm right now in trying to scavenge into something useful. Understanding the long night ahead of me, I relax and begin. My alarm wakes me up. Promptly sitting up, I quickly prepare as I planned last night. I hide the envelope between my mattress and bed frame. Looking out the window, I had made sure the street is clear and empty. I know Natsuki and Yuri wanted me to come to school today, but they will understand why I'm not. One of us is in the hospital and is probably rather shaken. So that is the priority. I arrive at the hospital, in which Monika is admitted, and speak to the receptionist. She's hesitant at first about telling me where Monika's roomed, but after providing Julia's information and informing her that I am a close friend of Monika's, she gives me her room number. Walking down a small hallway, I reach an elevator and enter it. Reaching a very bright, clean, and vibrant hallway, I make my way to Monika's hospital room. I take a moment while I silently advance down the hallway to look around and understand the reality of the situation. Monika, my friend, my club president, is in the hospital. Sayori is missing, and the other girls are panicked for their safety. I have to make this right. I reach Monika's room and gently open the wooden door. Stepping into the room, Monika's lying back in her bed. She turns her head to face me and smiles weakly. Oh, crap. I gotta stop this lag spikes. Total I have defined 237 background. Wow, this is for your mod Heart for One, right? I'll have to check that out once it's finished. Hey, Monika. Not your usual greeting. Monika speaks sadly. She's still dressed in her normal clothing. They probably aren't admitting her for long if they haven't bothered putting her into a gown yet. Oh, yeah, I guess. I normally say, yo. How are you feeling? That is a question I should be asking you. I'm worried about you. Sayori told me about how we just started dating, right? Yeah. I take a nearby chair and sit down next to Monika's bed. I'm sorry for not saving her. I don't think you really had control over the situation, Monika. I'm sure you did what you could. I really did. Monika's face sullens even further, and tears fall down her cheeks. I told Natsuki and Yuri about what happened. They were really worried about you and Sayori. I hope they are okay too. I took over the club until you come back. With that, I suspended the club until you return fully. I can't risk the other two girls being taken while walking that late, anyway. That is a great idea, Diverse. Thank you for watching over our friends. Don't mention it. Listen, I know this is going to be hard, but I need you to tell me as much as you can to remember about what happened. I need specifics, voices, names if you heard any, card type and color times. I need as much as you can give me. Yeah, I can do that. You aren't going to question why I need it? I'm taken back by Monika's trust and comply. No. Your Aunt Julia told me a lot about you. And she told me you just wanted to help, and that if I had any questions, it would be best to ask you. So Julia used the aunt title, huh? She gave it to herself shortly after I became attracted to Ashley. I want you to understand that I'm going to try my best to find Sayori. You're going to look for her? What else can I do? Sayori needs my help, and I can't really stand around and wait for others to do it. As someone who cares about her, and all of you, I'm going to do whatever I can to help. I understand. Now, I want you to tell me exactly what happened. Monika and Sayori went to a nearby shop that they both love for bows. Sayori apparently couldn't stop giggling about how she wanted to show off a pretty red new bow to her boyfriend. Monika apparently felt some excitement for it as well. They spent a little longer than expected at the shop, but when they started walking home, a black car with several men stopped in front of them. They pulled Sayori into the car, and one of them swung a baseball bat into Monika's skull, causing her to become disoriented and helpless. She regained consciousness a few minutes later after the car sped off. She tried with all her strength to call for help. That is when I picked up. That's pretty much it. I see. Rubbing my chin, I begin to piece that information Monika provided to what I read last night. And you sure you can't remember what the men were wearing? One of them had a white shirt on. That's all I could remember before being hit. Interesting. Why would they take Sayori and not you? You said Sayori put up quite a fight as they took her away. You, on the other hand, and no offense, were completely useless when incapacitated. Did I say that word right? Oh, perfect time for it to lag. What a great moment. Hold on. History. There we go. Incapacitated. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I keep thinking about that too. Why was Sayori taken and not me? Thank you, Monika. Listen, I'll come to check in on you later today, okay? I need to run back home and grab something. Then I need to make sure Yuri and Natsuki get home safely after school. I'll be back by the end of the night. You're doing so much for us. Thank you, Diverse. Don't thank me. Waving Monika a gesture of farewell, I exit her room and then the hospital. Walking back home, I find it difficult to connect the dots with Monika's information. Something doesn't add up. I know what Monika was saying is true. She wouldn't lie about something like this. But it must have just been a coincidence about another group in the city kidnapping girls. Or it's the perfect cover. Either way, it requires further thought. I wonder what Julia told Monika that night after I left. Where's Diverse? Sweetheart, don't move too much. Just sit back and relax. I'm taking you to the hospital. Okay. Ugh, Diverse, how did you end up in this mess? You feeling better? Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, I feel really bad. What's your name? My name is Julia. I'm Diverse's aunt. Oh, well, hello. I'm sorry to drag you here. I really appreciate you taking me to the emergency room. Don't think too much of it. I think Diverse would have tried carrying you here himself if I didn't show up. He was not in the right mindset. What do you mean? Let's see. Diverse is very protective. I don't doubt that if I hadn't shown up, he would have run off to try and find Sayori's captors. And without preparation, he can get himself killed. What about if he has preparation? Without preparation, Diverse can do anything. I've personally seen it. So if he comes to you for questions, or if you ever have any questions, it would be best to ask him. All he wants to do is help and make everything right. Diverse really is a good person. If you told him directly, he would deny it. But I agree, he is a good kid. I watched him grow up into a very strong man. Especially after all he's been through. He isn't really the person to show much emotion, but... Huh? He wrote a poem about a girl named Ashley. Is that the woman who cared for him? He wrote a poem for her? Yeah, it was a really good one too. He read it out loud at a little event we had for our club. I didn't think he would have had it in him. He doesn't talk much about her. Did something bad happen? Diverse grew very attracted to Ashley. When he first came into her care, he didn't talk at all. He was completely silent, secluded, and even refused to eat. He was pretty hell-bent on giving up on life. Diverse? It's hard to really picture now, huh? But Ashley was just as stubborn as he was. She kept at it day and night to encourage him to become at least a tad bit social. Then one day, he actually started to talk. He looked up at me and said my name. Scared the living hell out of me, to be honest. That sounds pretty strange. Especially since how he is now. Right? Well, I have to go. You get some rest now. Thank you, Julia. I really appreciate it. Oh, wait. One more thing. Huh? Did you or Diverse call the police? Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, Monica. And 3 in the afternoon. Monica, you're back! Hi, I'm glad to be back. It was wonderful to hear you had recovered quickly. I appreciate you girls. Is Diverse here? About that. He hasn't been to school lately. Huh? Why not? We sorta can't find him. Oh god. I sure hope he is okay. I do too, Yuri. So, have you heard anything about Sayori? Have you heard anything about Sayori? Not a single thing, I'm afraid. I really feel for Diverse. He and Sayori were just starting to date. They've been close for quite a while now. She was unbelievably happy when I saw her. Now all I could see is her terrified face. I pray every night that the police will find her. Either them or I. Diverse? You're okay! Of course I am. Just where have you been? Don't worry about it. We were all rather worried about you. Again, don't. Diverse, you're all wet. Yeah, I just got here. However, I have some information for all of you. Each of the girls clear their expressions and look at me. The police have been looking a lot in the area lately, but from what I hear, they have come up with no Sayori yet. However, they have a few leads on where she could be. Either that or where some of the people who helped kidnap her are. Maybe those bastards can get what they deserve for taking our friend. Yeah, what Natsuki said. That's really good to hear. Wait, how do you know this? I've kind of been speaking with a few officers here and there. They can't tell me much, but they're at least giving me progress. And any in the search for Sayori is good. Yes, very. And another thing. Each of you girls aren't in any danger. Taking a seat at a chair, I lean forward and support myself with my forearms. Apparently, from what Monica told me when I saw her in the hospital, and some things I have read, if they intended on taking any of you girls, especially Monica since she was there that night, they would have done it already. The group apparently has a fixation on only Sayori. God knows why. I lean back and rub my temples. So, you're saying we're safe? For now, yes. This isn't fair! Sayori doesn't deserve to have this happen to her. This could have easily been prevented if Diverse went with her, but he let her go alone. What kind of boyfriend does that? Yep, of course. Here we go. Natsuki always causing problems. Natsuki! No, she's right. I should have gone with her. Sighing, I stand up and walk out of the club room. Wait! Ignoring Natsuki and Monika's call-outs to me, I leave the school. Natsuki is extremely right. None of this would have happened if I had gone with Sayori. I hope what I told the girls helped ease their mind. The police really are looking for Sayori and have come up with nothing. But I'm also out there looking. I have the few leads that could help me find Sayori, and I intend to find her. I have to make this right. I promise. Ha! Dude, isn't this night just perfect? Perfect? Man, fuck yourself. You're making me do all the work. Shut up, kid. The newbie always does the work. Ugh. Got a great cut from the girl. Yo, man, where's my part? Finish your goddamn job and I'll hook you up with your piece. Damn. Took us long enough, though. I thought we would have gotten the money right then and there. But you know that's just bad practice. I don't give a fuck. I mean, sure, it was a shame we had to waste such a pretty thing. We got a good stack here. What about that one chick with her and the Q knocked out? What about that one chick with her that Q knocked out? She wasn't the one we were going for. To be honest, I think Q killed her with that hit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Stop being so paranoid for fuck's sake. Ugh, anyway, once you've done moving those boxes into the warehouse, we can dip. Hello? Kid, stop fucking around! Get your ass out here already! My leg! What the hell? Stand up. Huh? Who the oh, no, don't lag here. Come on. Stop lagging so I can continue this scene. Okay. Huh? Who the fuck is there? I said stand up! Shut the fuck up! Who are you? Ah! For fuck's sake! Forcing him to the ground with my foot, I look down at the man's face. You're going to answer a few questions for me. Do you understand? Ugh, go fuck your mother! Using my free foot, I quickly kick the man in one of the bullet wounds in his leg. Oh my god! He closes his eyes in agony. Keeping my foot on his chest, I kneel down towards his face. If you answer my questions, I'll let you live. Reaching into my vest, I pull out a little Polaroid picture. Where is this girl? I brandish the photo in front of his face. You finish that, and I'll add another hole to your body. Excuse me. Finish that, and I'll add another hole to your body. I tap the tit of the suppressor mounted to my handgun against his forehead. Ah, that's lagging again. Now will the real Slim Shady please stand up? The heck, Zach? I tap the tip of the suppressor mounted to my handgun against his forehead. I don't know where she is! You were the ones who took her. I don't believe for a fucking second that you don't know where she is. We were just told to grab her and take her to... To where? You have 5 seconds to answer me. 5, 4, 3... Okay! We took her to the guy that pays me. So your boss. Man, I don't consider him a boss. He just asks me to do shit and I just get hella cash for it. Was he the one that told you to kidnap this girl? Yeah! Where can I find this man? I don't know! Bullshit. I hate it when people blatantly lie to me. You must not be afraid to die then. I'm being for real, man! I legit don't know where he is! Where did you give this girl to him? Out of town. The old gas station. The one with the broken down cell tower next to it? Yeah, man. What is his name? That I don't know. Then what did you call him by? Do you think I'm stupid? We called him I. You mean I as in indigo? Yeah, that's all. Retarded nickname. Did the guy saw what he planned to do with the girl? No. So that's all you can give me? Yeah, honest! Alright then. I stand up and face back towards the warehouse. So I'm free to go? No. Ooh. Scared me a little bit. I'm not letting you get away after causing this to Sayori. The old gas station out of town. Now some pieces are starting to connect. Huh? Hello? Hey, it's me. Looking around to make sure no one else is nearby, I slip into some bushes and disappear from public view. Are you busy? It's pretty noisy where you are right now. Not anymore. I just got done doing something. What is it, Monica? I wanted to apologize for what Natsuki said in the club earlier. Don't sweat it. She was right anyway. She still had no right to say that to you. I guess you're right. Is there any way I can help the police look for Sayori? Ah, so you caught on then, huh? Let me, just wait a little bit. Alright, come on. Come on. Stream crash. Uh-oh. It's not a crash, it's just lagging. But I'll see you later. I probably end the call. I'm sorry to do that to you, Monica. But right now, things are definitely not safe for you. I can't afford to have you getting involved in getting hurt. This is something only I can do. Huh. Alright. Well... let me overwrite this save, since this is basically the start of another round. Anyway, I think that is gonna be a good place to stop. Alright, yep. This was the second episode. Things are getting really intense, man. Like, the author of this mod, I forget, American Eagle? It's American something. I know that for sure. But, I really love this mod so far. This is really good stuff. I really like this guy's writing style. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. I will see you in the third episode when we possibly look for Sayori after she got captured. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!